Why?
Tuck your dummy stomach.
Oh, I wasn't trying to. I swear.
All right, yes. Testing. Everything looks good over here. All right, welcome to the podcast is real. I'm your host, King Drell. Yes, we can go ahead and give a round of applause for that, everybody. Now, you might see that this seat right here is empty right now. Don't worry, he's here. He's just taking care of something. So again, he's here. Relax, guys. Relax. And the other one's gonna be here eventually too. You know, people run on black people time sometimes. I'm sorry.
B time real.
Yeah, it's definitely real. This is about as real as this podcast is. But it's not about me right now because we got a power couple in the house here tonight. One's in the chopper hat, and we see the other one's got the Pikachu going on. Like, when I see these guys out, they can't say they're not famous. There's no way they're gonna beat these allegations. Over here, we got the man, both of them actually.
I know who that is.
Hey, yes, and we're gonna get him in a second because we guys again. If you have seen their cosplays, then y'all know y'all are in for a treat. But forget that. If y'all have seen their skits, then you know that they're in here for a treat. They are what I legitimately call couple goals. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart whenever I see you guys interacting with each other. In fact, they got a big date coming up, which we'll get into a little bit later. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sixth Raikage and Afrococoapuffs!
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Yes, everybody.
The crowd sound
again to the podcast is real. But the funny thing is, right now, is right when we were getting started, we just got hit with another guest that just slid in. So give me a second because I need to bring him in real quick because the King of New York is here, guys. And the best part about it is, not only is he the King of New York, but he is really out in his city right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jasire! Hey, look, how's it out there in the mean streets, King?
Sounds like a regular day to me.
Right?
But wait, he's beating up the kids? I thought he recruits the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
And what
he only recruit orphans anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, he waits till they don't have parents because, you know, he don't have parents, so he feels bad for other kids that don't have parents. He's just like, I'll be your daddy. Come home.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh, right.
And there's literally a whole person that just walked behind your car. I just want to make sure you don't pass down those streets.
Yeah.
They're looking at the camera like,
too.
Yeah, because you know, I be seeing those IRL streams where they'll just be out there minding their own business. Somebody just run up on them. It's like, no, we can't be having that. You know what, Jordan? I see what you're saying, and you're in for a surprise because I see that allegation that you're making right now. Because he's not late. He is right here.
The way he slid in.
I know, right? He's sliding.
We see you.
Type shit. Wait, hold up.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Yes.
That's important.
That's very important.
It's one. Two.
Stretch it out. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. We here.
Hey, that's the intro right there.
Right.
That's
Wait.
Oh my goodness! Oh, no, another one.
Wait.
The sunglasses.
These
Wait,
glasses were
there's
supposed to be
more.
for me a dream con, but I never had a chance to be the max I was supposed to be.
Oh, it's
Uh-huh.
are those the power line glasses?
Well, Max, when
Ah.
he
Oh,
I'm
nice.
about to stand out above the ground.
Yeah, you gotta do the dance
Ladies,
now.
I gotta shout out loud. Tonight is the only thing you see. I'm gonna stand out.
What is in that cup?
Yeah. What it do? Everybody. Oh yeah, I'm up.
Yes.
I'm here.
And you
I am
stuck.
lit. I am lit.
Hey, let him cook. Let him cook.
That time I was not enthused. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Con depression was not there, but con rest was definitely needed. I ain't gonna hold you. Going back to no. Y'all don't understand. Jasiri posted it on his story. He sure did. Imagine going to the con, going out all night, come back at 6 o'clock, only had 3 or 2 hours of sleep, then wake up and walk out of the door, and then come back and go and be like 7 o'clock the next day. I don't fucking get it. Excuse my language. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What's up, Jasiri, by the way? King of New York? Yeah.
No, he's doing an IRL stream right now as a part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who IRL right now?
He is, because he's out in the street. He's out in the street.
He sure the hell is. Hey, it's okay. I ain't saying you belong to the streets, but you definitely outside though. That's for sure. You outside. How we doing, King and Queen? By the way, how we doing today?
I need
You guys look lovely. Y'all look amazing.
Yeah.
Most power couple. Yes.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Oh,
get
nah.
some-
Nah. Hey, we just niggas.
Hey, look, I ain't got nothing to say. All I just want to say is you two are definitely, because I done my research, okay? I done my research. And plus, I definitely want to say, hi, how you doing? My name is Vocals. It's really nice to meet you. Shake my hand. It's first interaction. You know what I'm saying? It's my first interaction, because when he put y'all on the list this time, I was like, I never heard of them before. Be honest. Until everybody ran up on me, was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know them. I was like Castanet when Wale walked past. I was like, oh shit, my fault. Hey, shit, my shit, hey, my fault. But I do want to say it is a great honor to have you guys sitting here on the podcast is real secret. That means you can be able to take the heat that's about to happen.
Oh, you don't even got the half of it, because we're actually about to get started, because we don't have them as long as we do most guests, so we're about to condense things and roll right through. But before I get started on that, do you guys have our podcast pulled up so that you can see what everyone else can see on YouTube?
Hold on. Let me check.
I guess that's a no.
I heard you, J Smack, by the way. I heard you.
Oh, smack in there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you. Vocals late again.
No, see,
You summoned me.
me and him still beefing. Tell him to leave.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what Pokemon is it about Pokemon, bro?
Is it Pokemon
That's
related?
what he did.
Or is it Smash related?
Nah, this is real. This is the podcast real. You don't hold nothing back. Don't hold nothing back. Say how you feel. Say what's on your mind. J Smack, what you do to her?
We ain't gonna talk about how he tried to give me alcohol poisoning at BlurCon. My first BlurCon, he tried to give me alcohol poisoning. I know he's laughing right now because he knows it's true. Since then, I never trusted him again.
That was Anime NYC.
Was it anime? Was he?
That was Anime NYC.
See, look, listen, I was so messed up. I don't remember what con I was at.
Nah.
He confessed.
Yeah.
So you know what?
It happened.
He
Yeah.
confessed in the chat.
You kinda? Nah, you can't kinda get someone drunk. It's either
Either you did or you didn't.
There's no such thing as kinda, dog.
He knew I was a lightweight, and he mixed all those alcohols together.
Yeah, he was like, sip this.
Yeah. He didn't tell us what was in it. He had drink this, and I trusted him.
What the you
Okay, I was about to say you took something that you didn't know what was in it. It's like, but the trust.
No, but we were friends. We were friends.
She said were. She said
we
were.
were friends.
Oh damn. Huh.
Until I woke up the next morning.
Look here, Smack. Look here, man. If you finna get somebody local, man, you gotta start clear, because I feel like you went dark
on YouTube
with her. Did you go dark with her? Did you give her dark liquor?
No, he mixed everything.
He mixed everything together.
It was light.
Oh no, that's even worse. What is wrong with you?
Hey, I think he's spitting it too.
Oh, Jasiri?
Yeah, well, you know, he's out in the streets, so you know, internet. He'll be back.
Oh.
He's gonna be in and out.
He's gonna be in and out. But what we said real quick, so we're gonna go ahead and move forward. I wanted you guys to make sure you have the podcast pulled up, because you're gonna want to see what everyone else is gonna see, because we're about to roll into something, because you guys are royalty, especially in this cosplay world. And what we do on this podcast is we like to display the cosplay. So we have what we have is a cosplay showcase, aka they got that shit on.
Did we pull it up on YouTube?
Oh, I have.
You said we got pulled up on YouTube, right?
Yeah, because I want to make sure y'all see this, because we're about to put some stuff up here.
What I come in.
Hey,
yo, pause, dog.
Hey, so
he's back.
Oh, we can hear you, but we can't see you yet. You'll be popping in any moment now. And if I gotta re-put you back up.
All right, we can see the chat now. We straight. We in there.
All right, well. As I get him back in on the screen, why don't you tell us, as we have up on the screen, about this Black Fae Day cosplays that y'all have?
I don't know who they are. Who that?
You don't know who they are?
I mean, who that is.
I never seen them before in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, who that girl is? She fine though. She fine though.
I mean, you know, she was a fairy.
Yeah.
She was a fairy. Yeah, she was a fairy. She was a fairy. All right, Addie. Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy. We just found out what that mean, what a fairy mean for.
Yeah, we didn't even know.
I mean, I'm in here singing to my kids. I'm like, whoa.
What does it mean?
A fairy. No, it means what? She a hoe, right?
Yeah, a hoe. If you listen to lyrics. If you listen to lyrics, it's kind of self-explanatory, but yeah, we just found that out the other day.
I'm sitting there I call my daughter. I said, "Oh, girl, you a fairy." I'm singing to my daughter. I'm like, "Oh no!"
With the full chest.
Eevee says look like Black excellence to me. So how was the Black Fae Day? Obviously, y'all look freaking fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we had an event here in Charlotte, like with my company Nerd.0, and like. It was great. We did like a whole bunch of little dances and everything, and it was pretty dope. It was dope.
And then our son was on the grill.
Oh yeah, we had him cooking little burgers and everything. So we fed everybody.
Aww.
Had games and stuff. We did like line dances and all that.
Oh, that's gotta be Black people. That's gonna be line.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody
knows line dances, but we talking about South line dance? Like, are we north, west, east? No, this is important because you know the South run line dances. We are the line dance champion down here.
No, you're right. You're right.
I think we did everything except for boots on the ground.
Yeah,
that's the only thing we didn't do.
Pretty much everything.
Okay. All right. Salute. I give you that.
Because I still need to learn that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I am.
That?
Yeah.
That's all you gonna see right there.
Oh yeah, that's all I got.
But as we said, as y'all can see, we got Black excellence on the screen right now. But they also don't just do Black Fae Days, guys, because they also will step out as Black Royals. Look at this Black royalty right here.
Wakanda forever! Have I not give you everything?
This dude needs a nap.
Nah, let him
What's
cook.
in that cup?
Nah.
Take it from him.
Nah, he got a J Smack drink.
Right? J Smack drink. Because you ain't gonna remember tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, I was what?
Oh yeah, that was the collab we did with B-Dot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because we both Caribbean. I'm Trini.
I'm African. I'm not Trini.
Well, I'm Trini. I said I'm Trini.
You said we're both Caribbean.
Oh, my bad.
Anyways,
I'm a little bit better than you.
Anyways, he's Trini and I'm West African. So it was kind of
learn about them is you can just be a fly on the wall. They'll just start going at each other, and it's the best stuff that you're ever gonna hear.
I just watch it.
I mean, that's kind of our personalities. We
it makes the relationship fun.
Yeah, we banter a lot.
Yeah.
Aww. Baby.
Like eggs and meat.
Shut up. We ain't doing that right now.
Nah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was a black royal as you did a part of the collab, but that's just black excellence right there, as I already stand from black excellence. So it only makes sense. And you know, we're only a week away from Juneteenth, so you know.
Oh yeah, we got something special.
We got something special for Juneteenth. Ooh. Yeah, we can't wait for that.
If you guys want something for Juneteenth, just let me just be the guy who's seen Eddie Murphy in the airport. Just be like, the king is here! The king! Wake up, Mundo! It's the king! Let me, you feel me? Like, if that pops out, I'm just gonna be that guy. Yeah.
See, now we got something
to catch it straight.
We got to look forward to that, guys. So
yeah, y'all gonna love it. Yeah, it's really special, and specifically for Juneteenth.
Yeah, our Independence Day. So yes,
he's still going.
Shout out to Classic. Shout out to Classic Diva. Hey, shout out to him.
But hey, the next one that we got up on the screen, because they don't just do black excellence, they also just
wait a minute.
With this avatar.
I remember. I saw you guys that day. I remember.
Oh, that was AWA. Yeah, AWA. Yeah.
Yes.
W.
I saw the video.
W.
So now you know who they are.
He's back my brain. Oh, God. What? Oh, wow. I am so sorry. I remember seeing this.
W takes.
I remember seeing this, and I remember him in a video doing a stunt with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember. Wow.
Y'all jogged his memory.
All came back.
He had a Raven Simone moment.
Yeah, he never went and spoke to y'all, but at least he remembers actually seeing y'all out in the wild before. So
like, I remember
that's something.
Yeah,
that's something.
It was to be fair, it's not y'all. I'm just everywhere. Okay, I'm legit.
No, you straight.
No, I can't.
I swear, if you go look at my blog at AWA of the year, what was it? Was that 2023? You did this?
Was it
AWA?
It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was a minute ago. I know that.
Yeah,
it had to be because
it had to be the hotel, right?
That was still back when it was at the hotel.
Yeah, because I remember it's the hotel. Yeah, that is the hotel. Yeah. So absolutely. So if you go look at the vlog, I legit have y'all in there.
Oh wow!
Is that when
I have y'all in my vlog on my Insta vlog?
Is that when I did the dance circle thing?
I think so.
Okay.
By the way, a dance circle is actually the first time me and Raikage actually ever interacted with each other.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, yo, that's kind of my thing.
His dance circle, every single con, he has to do a dance circle.
I don't care what kind I go to. I'm gonna have a dance circle.
He has to conduct a dance circle.
I had already come across him. This was a few years ago. I had already come across him on social media. So like we were mutuals or whatever, but I'd never seen him like out in the wild before. So I was still like, I don't even know if he really knows who I am yet. I'm still kind of making my name or whatever out here in the space. And he's doing the circle. Mm-hmm. And, you know, y'all were off somewhere else because this was like at MomoCon. Yeah. And this was when I think y'all were getting ready for after parties and stuff. And I walked over and he was doing a dance. I'm just watching the dance circle. I'm putting on my phone. I'm like, I just want to watch everybody else dance. And all of a sudden, he just pulls me. He's like, hey, man.
No, you're not saying.
You're not saying. I stepped in and then he started going, hey, man, we got a legend in here. It's right there in the circle. I'm like, is he talking about me?
Oh, man.
Nah, if you make eye contact with me, it's over.
He's gonna pull you in. He don't care who you are.
Don't make direct eye contact with me. Are you getting in there?
One time he pulled a guy with a wheelchair in.
Yeah.
He does not care. He did.
Hey, he got it in though,
didn't he? Man pulled the biggest Papa Willie and the biggest dinner in his life.
Nah, he was in the spinning.
Yeah,
he was in the circle.
He was lit.
I know that donut crispy, boy.
I know this. Hey, as long as you didn't leave any skid marks, I think it's okay. But Heather Hayes said, "I'm here to cause chaos."
Control.
Of course she is.
She's
I'm
a
crying
she's a
over
white
here.
girl.
I know y'all saw what I did there. I didn't know you saw what I did there.
Yeah, no, we good on that. But no, those avatars, like I said, first of all the cosplays are going to be excellent. So, I'm going to just sound like a broken record every time I tell them how amazing they look. But they know it. That's why they're in the great position that they're in right now. But one of my favorites has to be the last one that I have up on the screen right now. Not just the picture, but also the videos that accompanied it. The Beauty and the Beast.
Your least favorite Disney movie?
It's not my least favorite. I just say
Still a W. Amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cinderella.
Oh yeah, that video. I remember the video.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was crazy.
That was funny. It was like because we were outside in front of what was it, like a church or something?
Yeah, it was in the church parking lot.
And then like people driving by looking at us when it was recorded.
And I'm looking crazy with that little stupid wig on.
It was fun. It was yeah.
Doing those little stupid dances, looking crazy with these yellow gloves on.
But you did it though. And it went viral. So it was worth it.
Now, look, this is one of the first times. This is like I think when I officially said they are couple goals because this is the type of stuff that all couples should be doing on social media.
Sin City wasn't.
Man, he's literally dancing around, following her around while the Chris Brown "Excuse Me, Mrs." playing.
Hold on, am I doing it right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just make sure. Got no one dressed like Gaston.
Beauty and the Beast vibes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. The Belle reading the manga is a nice
Yeah.
thing.
She sure the fuck is. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And she's reading One Piece.
One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
I now noticed that. Yo, salute to Eve.
Hey, series sideways.
It's the details.
Yeah,
It's the
small details.
I didn't.
And now we're looking at his dashboard.
I like the dashboard.
Right?
Hey,
LED light special.
don't drive though because we don't need to see if you're speeding. We don't need to get that recorded.
I don't think
Hey, with no gas in the car.
Right?
No gas.
No,
Nah,
Get some gas, bro.
BJ's open at 9:00. Chill. I gotta survive.
That's volume 2. Oh, we old. Oh, we way back in One Piece.
There we go. No,
Yeah,
we
look,
don't.
this was a while ago.
You know what? I'm just gonna, yeah.
He's like, he's just happy to be here.
Go back to
No,
them.
definitely to them. But we're gonna take this second because that concludes our cosplay showcase. So we're gonna move on to the next thing that we always do. And even as impossible as this may be, there may be some people that actually has no idea who you guys are. So we like to give our guests the floor to just kind of say a little something about yourselves so that people can know.
Go ahead.
No,
Talk,
no, you go
Who
first.
You?
You go
Who
first.
you is?
You go first. I'm not going first.
Who? All right, bet. Hi. No, not Heather. Call me by my government name. Come on now. She's tripping out. Call me by my government name. Anyway, I'm Sixth Raikage 6. I'm the CEO of Nerd.0 here in Charlotte. Also do martial arts and films with Psycho Image Films. So if you ever seen any of our live action films, we be on it. We'll be on it. We're coming through the door. We're coming through the door. But yeah, that's me. That's who I am. That's what I
If
do.
only we knew. Anyways.
Yeah, right.
I just want to be at the camera.
Nah, I'm sitting here with my leg high up in the air, looking stupid. Go ahead, tell them who you are.
Just comfortable. Anyways, so yeah, I'm Afrococoapuffs. She's ready to throw me off. Anyways, I'm Afrococoapuffs. I'm a cosplayer, content creator, and a nerdcore rap artist.
What else?
And Sixth Raikage 6 fiance.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Well, that too.
And first lady of Nerd.0. And yeah, that's pretty much, I like entertaining people and, making people laugh and encouraging people. So that's pretty much what I do. Is that short, sweet, and to the point?
And what else?
Shut up. Next.
He's like, what else? Nah, y'all definitely do like to entertain because man, I don't know if you've seen like their Mario videos that they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're hilarious. Like that series is just
Oh yeah.
to the Ronald Isley songs.
Ghost Channel asked you a question. She said, "May I ask what kind of martial arts?"
I did Muay Thai for about 3 years, but I'm mainly focused on boxing right now because I'm old now, so I can't do them like I used to. But
don't let him fool you. He's very nimble. Like for his size, he shouldn't be able to do half the things he can do.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
With that, I'm like 270 pounds, but I would still be getting down like.
Yeah, he should not be able to move the way he can move. Is crazy.
So, I mean, we got football players, so
yeah. See, you know, it's crazy story though.
Go ahead. Tell him
I used to play football. I used to I actually got hurt and I lost my ability to walk for a little bit. So like for like 6 months I couldn't walk, and then I had to actually take ballet to get my legs strong again. And I just started getting flexible after that.
Yeah, now he does toe points for no reason.
Okay, what are we talking about? Let's talk about something else.
Listen, they don't know about the They don't know about the ethnic part.
You can't help it. He can't help it. He's graceful now. For a big dude, he is graceful. It's crazy.
As he should be.
It's okay because they're troopers. Because look, Coco went to a whole con on a scooter because she was basically on one leg.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Why? Why you want to bring up old stuff?
No, let's ask her how she broke her ankle. That's a good story.
Afrococoapuffs, how did you hurt your ankle?
He pushed me down the stairs.
She's trying to get me.
Trying to get him canceled. That's crazy.
Some dinner, so he pushed me down the stairs.
You a whole liar. She's trying to get me locked up. You can't even wait till we get married before you trying to get me locked up. Before you get benefits.
No. Okay. So
look at him, chicken.
So anyways, so we were supposed to do like an action film with Cycle Image Films, just a little short thing that was supposed to be our own film. So we went outside. Now, just a disclaimer, I hate being outside. I'm not an outside person. So anyways, for some reason I decided to give in against my better judgment and go outside for us to practice our choreography for the fight scenes, right? So we start and everything, and I try to do this cool spin kick off of him, and I did not see this big rock on the ground. So when I spun, I turned, but my ankle stayed where it was. Like my foot was too planted. So
this is where her leg. This is what it looked like. Her leg was like this.
So basically, when I fell and I looked at my ankle, like this is my leg, right? And my foot was like this, hanging sideways. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
And I was like, get up! You embarrassing me in front of the neighbors.
Nah, he picked me and rushed me to the hospital. But yeah, we was trying to do a film to entertain y'all, and I didn't see that rock, and I broke my ankle. Well, I fractured it in 3 different places.
You broke it and fractured it.
Yeah, I dislocated and fractured it. So yeah, that's what happened.
That was her first outdoor experience,
and it was my last outdoor experience. That's why I hate being outside. This is why I stay my butt in the house. Cause wait,
every
time y'all laughing at me.
I just thought of SpongeBob when she said that.
Y'all are terrible.
Nah.
Telling them the way outside.
Y'all are terrible. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I stay inside.
Just take the whole foot.
I don't go outside. I just do outside activities. Because there's nothing good for me outside.
She was still a trooper and went to the cons scene. She's like, I'm not going to let that stop me from having fun. And she had a whole scooter.
She rode herself all through that con.
I got a knee rover, and I sure did. I went through the whole con scooting.
Yep.
MomoCon's a big con too. So
Yeah, she was all over the place.
In the scooter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I took pictures with him and stuff.
hey,
I hit so many people.
Hey, them elevators were real, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
every time
That was
she went
MomoCon
downhill,
last
she was
year.
having a good time.
Listen.
I'm
She's
hoping
running
the
over-
volunteers wasn't being jerked towards you, right? Because
Oh
you
no,
know,
they were nice.
good.
Yeah, they were nice, and I did hit some
a
quite
lot. She
quite a
was
few.
running over people's feet.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Hey,
they
see the scooter, they need to get out the way. So
oh yeah, I told him I wanted a bell. He wouldn't let me get a bell on my scooter.
Hey,
So
what?
they didn't see
you
me
need
coming.
a horn. So
I was just about to say the horn too, but you know what? I think it's even okay. Which would you think she'd rather have, the bell or the horn?
Why not both?
The reason, because one sound is annoying way more than the other.
The horn, at least people will know what's up and they'll think it's a part of the cosplay. The bell kind of will make people think that they need to get up and run and get her stuff, because that's what people do when they're
It's
in
like
bed.
the whole. It's like the
They ring
hotel.
bell.
It's like the hotel. You just constantly ringing it every single time.
Yeah, move out the way. Yes, you hear me coming.
like somebody's asking for service.
Hey, I'm walking here. Ding, ding.
Exactly.
No, but yes, and another thing about them though is they are, as they said, they're getting married here pretty soon.
Mm.
Yeah,
Let's
speaking
talk
of this
about me
thing,
getting them their engagement surprise proposal on time. Let's talk about it. What Heather talking about over here?
Okay. Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, fine.
Uh-oh.
He got it.
So I got MomoCon helped me out with proposal. They let me
Disclaimer. This is the same con that I was rolling around on the scooter.
yeah. So MomoCon hooked me up. They let me do the proposal at the cosplay contest.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the whole time,
Salute, shout out, salute.
Yeah. Right. I did it right.
Shut up.
So the whole time she's thinking they were cosplay judges, right? So we walking around and say, hey babe, we got to go to this cosplay contest because we got to judge. And the whole time, I got to propose, and she said, okay, yeah, let's go. But I want a cookie. I'm like,
I did want a cookie.
I was saying, okay, that's nice, but we still got to go. But she's still steady walking. But the cookie, I want the cookie so bad. So
I don't know.
Heather
I was
in there,
craving a cookie. I don't know why.
but she's sitting there messing up this whole time because we have to be there on time because I got to do the proposal, and she, of course, she don't know. But she's like, I gotta get this cookie. I saw that cookie like an hour ago. I gotta get it. And I was like, so she helped. She sent her boyfriend to go get the cookie while I grabbed her and snatched her up and took her to the cosplay contest. And then she was up there on stage. She was like introducing herself. Hey, I'm the cosplay judge. Blah blah. And steady, I was behind her, waiting, lurking. And I was like, and then she said yes.
Yeah, as soon as I heard his voice when he said Afro, my heart dropped because I knew what was happening. When I turned around.
I hit it with that Barry White. I was like, Afro. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Hey.
Yeah, please.
My money.
Yeah.
He was smooth.
Nah, I was nervous.
He got me so bad because we've been judging cosplay contests for a while, so I thought this was just like another gig. You know what I'm saying? So I was in full cosplay judge mode, not knowing that what was about to happen. So he got me good.
She cried all her little makeup off.
I know. I was in my buggy cosplay, so I had the whole face makeup and stuff, and I was like crying. Everything was smeared. I looked terrible. I'm glad the day was almost over because
But congratulations to you guys. Their wedding is coming soon. They're going all out for their wedding too. Like it's like I remember when they first posted up where they were like, we're doing this big thing, and hey, yeah, people are invited and all of that stuff. Because
I'm just waiting on the secret dance move at the wedding thing because I feel like that's gonna happen. The special
Sun gonna pop out. Sun gonna pop off.
I'm seeing a bounce happening there.
Yeah, we have a lot.
There's not a time I haven't seen this man dance.
Yeah, they got me the cookie. I did. I got the cookie.
Yeah, she got the cookie.
I did.
So see, you got a fiance and you got a cookie. I would say
I did.
Like you can't ask for a better than that.
And that cookie was trash.
Nah, it tasted
never
good.
mind.
Huh?
It wasn't the best cookie I ever tasted, but
That cookie almost ruined us.
Okay, so it's about 50-50 then.
The cookie cooking the whole operation. All right.
No, absolutely. But like I said, congratulations to you guys. In fact, that was actually one of the first times I think I ever brought them up to you, because I know you've seen them, but you hadn't really met them yet. No. Because I was like, they're having this big wedding. We might need to try to go to that thing. And you know, I said that to you in past because I was like, I know that's gonna be lit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, we got DJ Cheddar Senpai.
Yeah, he's gonna be a DJ.
Well, tell that man to make sure some line dance is being there. If there's no line dance in this wedding, it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be like a mini con when the reception starts.
I better have a good 3 amounts of line dancing here. God damn it.
Hey, back to back. Everybody sweat it up.
God.
Nah, it's gonna be lit. And the wedding theme is One Piece, so all of our guests are coming in One Piece based formal attire. And yeah,
my suit will be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. It's like One Piece meets. Dang,
Jasir, you messing up. You messing up.
Looking around.
The story was so exciting that my phone jumped. It was so exciting, and then it saw me getting shocked, and I was so happy because One Piece is amazing. And then once you said One Piece is to the world, and then after that, I was like, oh my god, Gee Willikers, Batman.
I believe him.
Wait.
I believe him.
What I'll say is it's gonna be One Piece meets elegance. So it's not gonna be like a cartoonish type, you know, it's gonna be very much a wedding, but it's gonna be a lot of One Piece undertones with everything. So yeah.
So chocolate.
It is going to be absolutely sweet for the absolutely sweet couple that we, again, have enjoyed having here on the podcast is real so far. But you know what? I think it's time for the seat to get a little hot.
Oh, so, okay, he's done glazing. It's time for you to burn. All right.
All right,
oh, you didn't know.
It's been a pleasure.
I was like, oh, you didn't know. He's the nice guy. I'm the guy who's going to watch you be in a pot like Oda. So, like, hey. So I'm gonna love this.
Whole cake themed wedding. If you lift the veil and have the third eye,
insert Blackbeard laugh. I wish I could do the Blackbeard laugh, but Wild D card, I'm gonna steal your voice.
Yeah, you got it.
Nah.
And we're gonna put that in a soundboard because your voice is amazing. But no, I'll stick with my she right now. She. Oh yeah, I'm loving this.
That's your One Piece laugh.
You go for it. No, continue. That's one. Now I'm ready.
Oh yeah. So there was something, and Jasiri will know because not only was Jasiri there, it was his idea. Jasiri was doing a video at MomoCon about Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
And I just wanted to see if we could get your perspective because he wanted them to defend their Hogwarts houses. And I think we can get your perspective on this, okay? Because you take your Hogwarts houses very seriously.
I should have.
What's your house?
Gryffindor.
Oh, that's cute.
Gryffindor here. No hate. Do not care about what none of you people say. The hat said it. I didn't even look. I took the test perfect. I ain't took it twice. I took it once. And I already knew. Here's the thing. Most of y'all didn't even take the test. Okay?
Oh, I took it.
Yeah. I took it. Slytherins and Hufflepuffs and Cocoapuffs out there. Let's keep it a band here. Let's keep it a band here. Let's keep it a band here.
See, me personally, I wouldn't let that slide, Coco, but that's just me.
I'm just saying.
I'll let him cook for a minute.
Let's keep it a band here. All right? Because look, ever since Slytherin done that I got hoes theme, everybody wanted to be a Slytherin. And I was like,
what I said at the con.
And I said, did you take the
test? They've been partying with us. They've been partying
with us. You took the test. Niggas in your crew did not took the test. You got some fake people in your crew, cuz.
I don't know who you talking.
Niggas are not loyal.
Yo,
niggas are living in the sewer,
Six, you better get him, Six.
People want to be a Slytherin.
You can want to be it, but you got to take the test.
No, they
don't work like that.
Mad people want to be Sliz. They want to be down with the Slizzy.
You can be somebody that you're not.
I don't want that reputation. No, everybody does not want to be a Slytherin.
Hey,
We got the most.
Everybody wants to
That's
come
all
in the
I
house.
gotta say. We got the most rings. Got the most rings.
I wish I could reach through the screen right
Six
now.
just gave out a ring. Come on. Come on.
And that's on Malfoy.
Go ahead. I know. Yeah, I got the biggest rat in history, but keep going.
Yeah, they look at your series in and out right now, so you can't.
No. So I already finished the series at Geek Retreat. I ain't got nothing to say to him. He been out the door.
Look.
The only competitor I really see out there is Hufflepuffs.
No, because they're not even a part of the same house.
Yeah, I would say Hufflepuffs. Y'all wasn't even in the movie for real.
I feel like Hufflepuffs are like the
I'll
most
be back, yeah.
underrated though.
They are underrated.
I feel like Hufflepuffs are very underrated though.
Nah, they're like the Dollar Tree of
Don't do that.
They're like the Dollar
Don't do
Tree
that.
of the Wizard
When
World.
y'all need somebody smart and somebody who you could be, somebody you could rely on to get stuff done, you can always go to a Hufflepuff.
That sounds like Dollar Tree.
We're the smartest people out of all the houses.
When you're on your last dollar, and I gotta get something to drink, you're gonna take that Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree's everywhere. And that's what Hufflepuff is. Y'all like the Dollar Tree of the community.
Put your leg up.
Don't do that. Don't talk.
His face.
Hey, stick your leg up like a dog is crazy. Good baby, I'm a dog.
Hey, I was thinking about that song too.
Oh my god. Hufflepuffs are the more low key. Not for because I feel like Hufflepuffs has like a lot of great. They have a lot of great wizards. They legit had one of the most strongest wizards over there, and I feel like their houses have a lot of great codes and stuff to even like rhythms and stuff. And I feel like Ravenclaws are great with potions and mixing and stuff. If you need anything like potions and stuff to be making in a mixture, even like some sneaking operation, absolutely. You're gonna go with Raven. Slytherin just believes in a man with no nose.
Hey,
and
he had that shit on though.
Look here.
Huh?
Yeah, this shit on. He did not have this shit on. The man just went a regular.
He need that nose.
The man had a robe and a dirty cloth.
He had everything on but a nose.
That robe was Gucci, first of all. And he took his nose off because he didn't want to smell the haters around him. You know what he was doing? Bald-headed hoe shit. Bald-headed hoe shit. That's what he was on.
Put your hat on.
Yeah, man. Look here. All I know is when it comes to Slytherins, y'all had a lot of rats. And you got a lot of people in there.
All the rats came from Slytherin.
Oh no, absolutely. All the rats came from y'all for sure.
Yeah.
No.
All the rats.
Snake. I give y'all Snake for sure.
They didn't take the test.
Even on the Hogwarts game that came out. Like it goes into like a whole investigation about like people who were causing troubles and stuff for the houses, and it was Slytherin. It was a Slytherin type dungeon.
You ain't finished that game.
I watched you play, and you finished it, so I know what came.
Slytherin got Black Air Force One's energy. No, for sure. No, that's for sure. Absolutely. They got Black Air Force One energies of rats. Absolutely. All in there, bro.
Man.
Y'all had to gain the most powerful wizard with a Harry on the side, bro. Quit playing, bro. Y'all have to take
Harry.
down, like, bro, stop playing with me, bro. Stop, bro.
Hey, Harry ain't had no parents for real though.
He did not have no parents.
He was an orphan.
But he came out on top with the rest of us. You feel me?
Oh yeah, remember you died on that game? I ain't never seen nobody die like you. Pissed me off.
That was remember I fell?
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't die though. I fell.
Sorry, that's a side conversation.
It was talking about the game.
Harry Potter
we
game.
love the side conversations. When y'all start going, I get quiet because that's the best part to me.
She was just sitting playing the game, right? And then she was just standing there, and all of a sudden her character just fell and died. I'm like tripped over a rock. That wasn't a part of the game at all. That was just like a complete glitch.
It was a glitch. I'm like, how did I just fall?
Because it was a Hufflepuff.
Fell. Like,
it was a Hufflepuff. That's what y'all do. Y'all just give up.
It was crazy.
She just gave up.
But he clowned me so bad would happen because that's not something that happens in the game. Like you can't fall or trip, and I did. I don't know. Maybe it's just that one spot that I was in.
Nah.
Because it was muddy.
Hey, and he clowned you for a game glitch.
He did.
Because it didn't make sense. That don't make no sense. And that kind of stuff only happened to you.
Damn.
So yeah, just like me going outside for the first time and breaking my ankle.
Yeah.
It's like stuff just happens to me. I don't know why. That's why I just stay here. I just stay here in my own little corner.
In my own little corner.
It's like Brandy and Cinderella. That's why I just be here minding my business, making my content because there's nothing outside for me.
She broke the code of the game.
It did.
Yeah, right.
That was crazy.
And that's why I always say that they are couples goals because they have a lot that they can go back and forth about because you can see they're not even a part of the same hogwarts house. And that causes a lot of conversations between them that can just get them a fly on the wall. And I love seeing their disagreements. My interest though is I want to see where they stand on the next thing because, we have this thing that we talk about on this podcast.
Yeah!
And it is time to see where you guys stand on what side of history. So, Sixth Raikage, Afrococoapuffs, Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network?
Ooh, shit.
And look here. Y'all making me put on my Leora glasses too. Come on.
Shit. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Cartoon Network.
I'm trying to go through all the shows on Nickelodeon.
Because Nickelodeon got rape charges, so
okay. Look, that had nothing to do with the show.
That had everything to do with it.
No, we ain't talking about all that and stuff like that.
Feet was in every show.
We're talking about the cartoons here.
But they incorporated feet and everything, so it ruined the show.
First of all, my answer is Cartoon Network. Just put that out there, right? But
no, we can hear you. We can hear you. Keep going.
What you whispering about?
I was asking, should we clarify the question more? So
No, I am fine.
No.
Let them go.
No, go ahead. No, clarify. Go ahead, clarify. We want to know.
No, first of all, she said her answer is also Cartoon Network. So now we just want to hear the reasons. So they're on the right side of history. Now, yeah. Okay. Give us the why.
Okay, give us your reason of why of why Cartoon Network matter.
What?
He said why Cartoon Network is better than Nickelodeon. Dexter's Lab.
That's okay. First of all, that's a hard question because because we grew up with a lot of great Nickelodeon. Y'all know there's a lot of great Nickelodeon shows.
Ren and Stimpy.
But Cartoon Network is a network of the cartoons that we grew up on, like literally, like Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, and plus I said,
Jack.
Listen,
Jack.
Powerpuff Girls, I was obsessed with growing up. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that out there. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm choosing Cartoon Network. But all the shows, Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, I can't say no. I agree with you. So
yeah, now seriously,
in the arguments right now.
Okay, but didn't Toonami come on Cartoon Network?
All that. Mm-hmm.
Like that's how a lot of us got introduced to anime because of Cartoon Network.
They brought us Dragon Ball Z, and that started.
And Inuyasha at 4:00 in the morning. But just I don't know.
Nickelodeon is great.
Nickelodeon was great, but you cannot compare to what Cartoon Network has given us.
Yeah.
Like this, so I can't even think of all the shows right now, like right off the top of my head. But just the fact that it had both not just the cartoons, but it also introduced us to anime. Well, a lot of us to anime. And like a lot of the great animes that we know, that's
I agree with everything you said. And then to me, just Cartoon Network shows had better stories, like real stories. It wasn't just episodes. Even like Samuel Jack, for instance, it was a story.
Yeah, it definitely.
And I'm all about stories, so that's why Cartoon Network is always big for me. Of course, the anime aspect of it, because animes. Well, Toonami didn't teach me anime. I've learned anime with VHS, but that was the first time you could actually see anime, and it's kind of, to me, it's kind of what started the big era of anime, because they brought it to us, and they made it like, they made it to me. They made it to what it is,
and I kind of figured that was, well, I didn't know for sure, but I do know that.
Yeah, I was like, my homeboy did say Nickelodeon first. That's why I was like,
well, no, he was saying Nickelodeon has a lot of feet because Dan Snyder. You know.
Oh
so
yeah. I was saying no Nickelodeon.
You know, and a whole video of Ariana Grande going, "Give me juice."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
even the chat saying,
but I still liked Victorious. I just didn't like
Next
Star.
Door. Yeah, like just all the.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and as I always do when I get ready to build these shows, I have them send me their favorite cartoons, and I was given that she loves her Powerpuff Girls. So
I do.
I figured that was going to be a big swing for her.
That's really good.
And like you said, the stories. Yes, Nickelodeon has Avatar, which is also great story, of course.
That was hard for me.
Yeah.
Avatar was my baby.
Yeah, because Avatar, that was a story.
That is the story.
Yeah, definitely. It was such a classic that they made 2 remakes.
Yeah, Aang, not the other ones. Not Korra. Not Korra.
Yeah, and we're not counting Korra. It's talking about just the regular Avatar. They had to make 2 remakes. That's how classic it is, and how much of an impact it is.
The new one's gonna look like it's gonna be good though.
The new one is good so far.
It's about a little black girl. She's gonna be the Avatar.
You're talking about the new one?
Yeah, she's gonna be a twin. Yeah, I'm interested.
No,
I'm heavy on Avatar. Avatar is my baby.
That's why he came up with the African Avatar, because that's how obsessed he is with it.
Yeah. That's why I went bald.
That's not why you went bald. That's not.
That's the story. I'm sticking to it.
You're a liar.
What's the next question?
No, it's actually funny because he says even though he picked Cartoon Network, of course, he loves Avatar, which is the show. And then he also loves another franchise, which he gave me, which was his favorite cartoon, which technically is now owned by Nickelodeon, but wasn't owned by Nickelodeon when we were growing up. And that was Ninja Turtles. Right?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles is because Ninja Turtles is big for me because like my cousin, my brother, his name is Lamont, right? Mm-hmm. He was Leonardo.
So my brother, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Lamont Leonardo. My cousin Danny was Donatello. My cousin Michael was Michelangelo, and I was Raph. But I was Raph because I had anger issues back then. But it was just like crazy
back then.
Don't do that. I'm only angry when I get hungry. But anyway,
talk about that hangry.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour.
So stupid.
Yeah, but Ninja Turtles was it for me because man, I had the action figures, everything. I walked around with a little turtle shell, looking stupid in school. Yeah, that's another reason why I went bald.
That's not why you went bald, honey.
You gonna tell my story?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I would say because a lot of people usually go to the obvious answer, so I'm gonna say taking Shredder out of it. Who's your favorite villain?
Baxter Stockman.
Wow.
I know. But I got a big thing about evil geniuses. And he was still like a little punk and even after turned to a fly. But I like
what you say like
that.
Yeah,
I mean I liked his character and I like how they played him. Mm-hmm. So Baxter Stockman always kind of been my I liked him better than Shredder. To me, Shredder was the man, but Baxter Stockman, and then kind of I don't know why it's like seeing Tyler Perry play him kind of fit.
Baxter's also black, so I thought you were gonna say because he was black. In most versions, obviously there was one version where he wasn't, and but the '80s tried to whitewash everything. So
yeah, of course.
The '80s got everybody thinking that April was originally white, which she wasn't. Read the comics.
Yeah. Does Karai count? She's anti at this point.
She's in the middle. She's anti. She plays a part.
No, she's anti. That's 100% anti. Because in the beginning, she was listening to
Shredder. No, she was doing everything Shredder wanted her to do, but she also still had her own ideals on how she wanted the Foot Clan to be ran.
Yeah, because we do have multiple versions of Karai.
But they usually mostly are built around that same thing where even when she was fully evil, she still had her own version of how she wanted the Foot Clan to be done.
And then we still have to still look at this end too. There was a lot of time that she did help the Turtles a lot more than everything else in most situations. So that's why
what's the name? I can't think of his name. What's the name of the bunny? The rabbit guy. I can't.
Usagi, but boy, when I'm playing Shredder Revenge.
Boy, his character design alone. That boy, nice. Like,
he actually had his own like separate series, which was crazy because he actually existed before they put him in the 80s cartoon. Like, he had like his own thing, but then they incorporated him. They had to crossover, and everybody remembers him.
And that's another great thing about Ninja Turtles. They had like great crossovers. They just had the Batman one, the Battletoads. Remember when they did the Battletoads crossover? Man, they did so many They did a Power Rangers one too.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know about the Power Rangers. I don't know about the Power Rangers one, bro.
Hey, I didn't say it was good. I just said it had a crossover. Where you going?
So wait. He said, wait a minute. Hold on. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
because it wasn't just that Ninja Turtles did a crossover with Power Rangers. It was Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
Yeah,
did a crossover with the Power Rangers.
We don't talk about that one. We talk about the original.
We don't talk about Venus de Milo.
Yeah, nah. Because after the Secret of the Ooze, the movies was kind of like. I like the anime.
See, here's the thing. I actually don't have a problem with the Turtles in Time third movie. Like, I'm not saying it's the best movie ever, but watching it as a kid, it's like, you know what? And I love Turtles everything. I was able to get older and have an appreciation of it being a nostalgic part of my childhood. And I swear Donatello was just throwing one-liners that entire damn movie. Of all people to just be throwing them, that whole movie, it was Donatello. They weren't even the best one-liners. They were just...
They were like dad jokes.
Expecting maybe the Addams Family?
Yeah, it was just dad jokes the entire time.
Entire time.
I just didn't like the cartoon. Oh yeah, what was said the Ninja Turtles?
Morning?
No, the crossover with the Naruto.
Yes, I was about to bring that up.
Yeah.
Man.
But that's been released already though?
Yes.
Okay, because I never read it yet because I thought it was still under development.
Yes, Turtles Naruto crossover is out.
Okay.
I haven't seen that either. I saw a poster for it. I'm like, yeah.
And it wasn't a movie, right? It's just a manga.
No, it's a manga.
Yeah.
How was it? It was pretty straight.
Like, I think they got another one, but no, it was pretty cool. It's like, it usually takes a couple before you see if you start getting offended or not. But so far so good.
Yeah.
And
he said Bebop and Rocksteady.
Hey, look, I like Bebop and Rocksteady in all versions. I like them in the 80s. I really like them in the 2012.
Yeah, I would say 2012. JB Smooth played.
JB Smooth.
Oh, Bebop. Hey, when he played Bebop, right? I ain't gonna hold y'all. He did a great job.
Yeah. He played in Pootie Tang.
Oh my gosh, what?
JB Smooth played in Pootie Tang. He was one of the best friends. Okay. He's
the
a good
man
actor.
was literally be shooting at you while dancing.
Yeah. JB Smooth was a man.
That's actually a good one. Which cartoon is your favorite version?
Okay. I like this new one that they just came out when they got the powers. When it just came out like maybe 2022.
The anime?
Yeah, no, the one that after the last movie that came out.
The anime?
Mayhem.
It came after Mayhem.
Yeah, because the cartoon is based off of the Mutant Mayhem movie. It's like the same.
No, not that one.
Oh,
not that one.
The one before? You talking about Rise?
Yeah, was it Rise of the Ninja Turtle? Is that when Raph is Raph is the leader?
Yes, that's
Rise. The anime one.
Yeah, that's Rise.
Yeah, the anime.
Because that fight scene when they fought Shredder, that fight scene alone. You remember that? When they was jumping them and they was using their powers and they was switching. Leo was doing his swords and teleporting. Did I see that one? You had to. Kyle watch it every day.
That's just because she's watching it doesn't mean I'm looking at the TV.
No.
As an actual cartoon, that one is not my favorite, but fight scenes, that one had.
No, I will say that though, because I told you when I saw the movie the first time, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, they actually cooked when they did the movie, and when they saw Crane, I ain't gonna lie.
By the time they got to the movie, a lot of the stuff that people were complaining about, they had to fix by then.
Yeah, and that's when I saw that, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, the movie's fire. And that's when you told me about that. I was like, oh, and then when I saw Master Splinter was not the Splinter I'm used to seeing.
Well, they, like I said,
that's when I was like,
but by the time they addressed everybody's stuff, they had already lost their audience, so that's why they ended the series.
Are you talking about the last one that just came out?
Rise.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like I was like,
remember they changed everything. It was like Raph's the leader, Splinter.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't mad about
Casey Jones was a woman. Like,
I didn't like the changes.
I wasn't mad about the changes that they was trying to do. I think it was just one of those things that was just trying to get used to what they were trying to.
But they did bring us back Black April where she belonged.
And then when I started watching it and stuff like that, I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. But it kind of, like I said, I can understand where people was like, Okay, this is
and your favorite's 2003,
oh,
right?
2003, and second place would forever be 2012.
2012 was amazing.
2012, because I ain't gonna lie, the biggest, the greatest, I can say this, the greatest hater, second place to Dio, is definitely Shredder. Like hate, like Dio is hate generation.
Shredder is revenge is the number one word on Shredder.
If you are willing to destroy the entire planet,
Shredder doesn't care if he dies. As long as you die with him, he considered that a victory.
You can't beat that. The man saw Splinter and just like, bruh, hey, this is the perfect opportunity, dog.
Yeah. Every version of Shredder. I don't care which version.
Win is a win.
I don't care what version you go to. Shredder is the definition of a win is a win.
Because I know 2002, Shredder was evil. He was pure. 2002 was evil because every single time you see Dr. Bax, that's when I was like, Dr. Bax.
Look, in 2003, Baxter Stockman kept screwing up so bad.
He kept cutting him down.
He was missing something else.
He cut him down so bad, he was legit a crane. Like, what?
No, he became just a brain and a jug by the end.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the definition of this evil.
It's like, I don't want you around, but you're too smart, so I get to keep you around.
Yeah.
Like, when he's just a brain, it's like, look, I just need your knowledge.
It's like, at this point, why are you even here?
Right.
And even as a brain, he's still talking shit about Shredder when he leaves the room.
Oh yeah. Baxter was a hater too. Oh yeah. They're the same
It's like
headphones.
the same ones.
Oh yeah.
No, we're talking about y'all's headphones. Like y'all got the same headphones I do.
Oh, they are. They're exactly the same. Yeah.
Is it one audio?
I don't know. They came with the soundboard.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, when they had the mystic weapon swoops, they're saying in the chat. Yes. Looks like someone just asking about Rise 2003 for me.
Mm-hmm.
For me, obviously, I'll always be nostalgic for the 80s version because that's just what I grew up with. But 2012 may be my favorite, but it's just. 2012, just the story for it to be on Nickelodeon. Some of the things they did in that show on Sunday mornings on Nickelodeon were things that you thought they would never do on Nickelodeon. Like they didn't just kill Splinter; you saw it go through his body.
No, not even that. When we got to the end, when Leonardo decapitated Shredder and hold his head out,
but you didn't see the decapitation.
That
you just know that he was fighting, and then he walked. And then he held up the helmet because I don't care what version of Turtles it is, we all know Shredder's getting decapitated, and Leo's the one that's going to do it. In every version.
That man did that. I said, oh my God, we actually...
They implied it.
They actually did that. Oh my God. All right. We here. Yeah.
Not only, you talk about roller coasters, not only did they kill Splinter, and then they went off into space for like 6 months, went back in time and was able to save Splinter, but then they kill him again.
Yep, right back.
Toss him right off the roof. Toss him real good too. It was legit the definition of Mufasa.
And Shredder literally said it because they were all trying to team together to save the world, and they were running for the thing, and he just stabbed Splinter, and even Tiger Claw, who was actually a really good new villain for 2012. And he was just like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't care about this world. This whole world could blow up. I just cared about my revenge.
As long as Hamato Yoshi is dead,
I
don't care about the rest of the world.
That's all he cares about.
I heard that line. I said, you know what? You're second place of
the
definition of haters. Like, you're second place hater. Dio's 1.
Yes.
Shredder's 2. Don't... Until you find me, I mean, you can say Ghetto, he's a hater too, or Frieza, but it's not like
it ain't go as hard as Shredder did.
Yeah, it's just not their type of hate. The hate is just there.
The list of the haters we was talking about. I know we talked about Freddy.
Yeah, we had
Freddy from Scooby Doo, the 2010 version. You said red herring. Red herring.
That's pup name. That's pup.
Yeah,
every
You're
episode.
all wrong. The monster is none other than red herring.
Yeah, every time.
Sometimes that one episode, that man had to call him and was like, "Hey, before you even say my name, I'm
not I remember that.
Don't even say my name."
It's like
and hung up on his face.
Yes.
Hey, I remember that time that he didn't even guess Red Herring yet. They were guessing other people. He walked up like, "Hey, Jones, if you could beat me in a fight, I'll say I did it." It was your own. They walked off screen. He whooped his ass.
Yep. They came back.
He didn't do it. No, but I'm glad that you have this love for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because you see, we all got to suck them into that sense of
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to a downward spiral of that.
Yeah.
Because now, Jasiri
yeah,
is back. Hold on, Jasiri, hold that. I didn't even see you pop back in. We're gonna get you back on the screen because Jasiri, he just be in and out. So
he won't be out no more. He here. He here now. He had a seat.
Yeah. So you're in, and there he is. Jasiri is here.
There you go.
Just in time for me to ask Raikage about the 4 Ninja Turtles, and one has to go.
Let's go!
Oh man. Good luck.
Here we go.
One gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. Here we go.
One gotta go. Can we take a commercial break?
No.
Oh,
We'll be back after these messages.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? My answer is also my favorite turtle.
What?
I think.
Why?
It's Raph.
Why?
He caused a lot of problems. He caused.
But he's the muscle.
I know. I get it. He's my favorite because of that. He got the muscle. He got the attitude. He's my favorite because of that. But also, he's the reason a lot of the plans and stuff didn't work because he was so hot-headed. But
I'm so glad we're on the same page.
it's like, but he's my favorite though because I can't say Mikey because he's the last Ronin. Donnie was the tech guy. Leo was the leader and kept everybody together. But Raph was the muscle, but he was also the cause of a lot of damn problems.
Head.
He caused a lot of problems. Even in the movie, he got captured by the Foot Clan. That was another issue. In the other movie, when it was like the first animated movie, he fought Leo, got Leo captured because he knocked him out. It's just he caused too much.
Type shit.
He also ain't with the team half the time anyway because he's always storming off.
Yeah.
He mad as hell.
Yeah.
He angry. I don't know what he angry at. He angry at the earth. He angry at people breathing.
I ain't want to answer that. That hurt the answer.
That's okay, Coco. I'm not letting you.
Okay, Coco. What about you?
No,
wait. Which Powerpuff Girl need to go? Ask her which Powerpuff Girl need to go.
Don't you?
Eyes on your paper.
We get that later.
We gonna get to Powerpuff Girls in a minute.
We gonna see her burning in that seat in a minute. Right now, this seat is turning to turtle soup.
What? Why don't you do that to me?
It's going to be soup.
Oh
No!
I can't wait to see this.
Y'all gonna have me sliding down the wall, please.
Nah, I gotta answer the question.
What's the question?
Which turtle gotta
go?
No, because y'all already agreed with Raph.
No.
I agree.
We listen and we don't judge.
Piggybacked off his.
No, y'all judge. Y'all been judging since we came on.
What?
Don't
do you mean by that?
Yeah, all right.
You would never.
Like, yeah, I ain't said nothing. I let him cook.
Come on, we got
the worst what? What you mean?
Because look here, stop stalling.
That's all. Let's all stay quiet. Give her the floor.
I hate all of you. One has to go.
One gotta go.
Y'all gonna hate me.
You gonna say Splinter?
Can't say Splinter. You
No, it has to be. I'm gonna have to say Mikey.
Mikey.
Let's go. Let's go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go.
Listen, this like other than Raph. Other than Raph, it's hard to pick somebody else.
But why Mikey?
He's the strongest one.
He is.
No, Raph is the strongest one.
No. Mikey got the most skill.
In the tournament, he lost and he won.
That person. I'm gonna let her.
I'm just gonna say.
Going crazy.
But
Yeah.
why Mikey? Why get rid of Mikey?
Bye, Mikey. Don't read this right now. I got this.
I just want to read the comments, but because I know the chat's going crazy. But like,
what?
I mean, like, it's hard for me to explain in a way that like you guys would see my point of view. I mean, yeah, it's Mikey, but like you need Leo, you need Donnie, but I feel like Mikey is just like one of the supporting. Like I don't like it's hard for me to put it in words, but it's like I feel like he's more of like a support system and not just
What?
Speak your mind.
No.
It's hard for me I can't put it in words because y'all already angry at me.
I'm not angry at you.
No,
I'm not
angry. I'm
what? Who would ever?
I'm mad.
Because I see your point. I see your point when you say Raph. It's true. It's true. I don't want to make him go because he is the muscle.
You just don't. Mikey ain't got no purpose for you. You what you're saying?
Kinda. Cause
all right, y'all. No. But you know what's crazy? Because Master Splinter gave each one of them the each weapon for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what he gave Raph. Was it Sai? How you say that? Sai?
Yeah.
Sai, yeah, because he needs to control his little anger. He can't have anything too powerful because he's gonna go on a murder spree. So, but
you can't give him katanas.
Yeah, you gave Michelangelo the nunchucks to learn because he has to concentrate because those are the weapons he has to concentrate. But Mikey's the last Ronin, girl.
I know, honey.
He's the last one.
But I feel like he's more of a support to the turtles. Instead of because you need a leader, you need somebody who's smart, and then you need muscle.
Mikey's the glue.
Support, right?
The glue.
Support.
We about to fight in front of all these people.
We've been fighting. We can go right now. Like I have no problem fighting on camera. But I'm just saying.
Push the button.
Nah.
Push the button. Welcome to the hot seat, ladies and gentlemen. Go fight. Talk about it.
That hurt. Mikey's like the heart of the team.
Okay, look, like the chat said, he's the comic relief. He's not. I don't want to say he's not needed. I'm not going to say he's not needed, but
just say he's not funny.
He's more. No, he's funny. He has good jokes and stuff, but he's more of a support for his brothers. He completes them, but he's not like a pillar that is like if something happened to them.
If Kyla was here right now,
I know she would hate me. I know that's her favorite, but if something happened to him and they had to go on, they'll be all right. They will. They'll be all right. It's gonna be hard because they're a 4-person unit, but they will be okay if he wasn't there.
Y'all gonna speak? Y'all not gonna say nothing?
Listen, I just wanted to see this first. I just wanted to see it first
because me, I ain't answer this question, and everybody know where I stand. I'm with her, 100%.
But why?
I am completely the opposite. I will say this.
Opposite. And
Mikey be holding it down.
On
top of that, Mikey's the only one that knows how to use everybody else's weapons.
Man, let's do this, man. Let's come on.
Everybody else's weapons.
Okay,
but that's also because he was forced to.
Thank you. I was about to say, since y'all want to do it, I will back you up.
Just because you were the last one alive doesn't mean that you were the strongest one. It just means that everyone else went first.
Thank you. And Micah,
he had more potential than everybody else out of all 4 turtles.
He was the youngest, of course.
Okay, absolutely.
Exactly. So he had the most potential. So he had. Listen, when it comes to back and forth, Mikey definitely had. Let Mikey get serious. Let Mikey stop playing around.
Go ahead. No.
Because he don't play about his. He don't play about his.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying the point is, yeah, we know that he's great. We know his potential. But the fact is, if you had to choose one to go, he can go, they will still be all right.
So you're gonna sacrifice the one with the most potential to be the greatest. You're gonna sacrifice that one rather than the ones who are kind of already there.
Yeah, they're kind of already their potential, their past potential.
Okay.
They're kind of already there, using your words.
But they peaked. They peaked already.
Right now. Right now.
Ah!
Right now.
Splinter said it himself.
Okay. Still, if he left, everybody has a job, and they will be okay if they pulled together.
They couldn't pull together if they didn't have Mikey though. Raph would have been doing his vigilante stuff. Leo would have been in the woods meditating, and Donnie would have been on Pornhub.
Damn.
Yeah, Turtle Hub.
He would have been a bot.
Just a minute. If you know that emo, if you play the game, you know.
I mean, and the whole movie, the man was doing freaking customer service.
Oh God, right?
Oh yeah, see, I see.
Listen, I said what I said.
Like, I just got my hands up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Right, let me jump on there because I want to respond to a couple of things that you guys are saying, and I want to jump on to a couple of key points that you guys were saying. Yes, Michelangelo is one of the people who has the most potential, but let's not forget the fact that there was, because a lot of people was like, Raph is a hothead. He got this going on. Let's not forget there was a lot of things in 2012 Ninja Turtle that Michelangelo did cause a lot of troubles and disrupting there as well. We're not going to act like that was not a thing that was going on in that world as well.
Okay.
So we're not going to do that. Oh, yeah, okay, my ass. TMNT. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it, TMNT. Since everybody want to jump on Raph on that part, Leo abandoned his entire team to go somewhere just because it's a spiritual training reason. Right, I get that. But at the same time, it was one of the things he left. It wasn't like he told anybody in and out. He had no reason. No, because Leo was the definition of the glue to keep the leader away. Yes, he left to try to be a better leader. Yes. But you still cause the disruption of the team and the balance of every single one of them what they want to do. Whole point what Raph was when he was talking to Leo was like, bruh, I wanted to be somebody just like you, but you left us off and alone and something like that, always trying to be strict and having in your ways and your own course. And some of the action that you may have caused, but that's up in some of the operation. Yes, I have done some reason that was messed up. But you, sir, was the reason I became the person I am. But if this is because you came back, you just now want to be the hero. You now want to be the person every day. You now want to come in and see this entire town. They don't want to put us back together. No. We're not going to do that over here.
I got something to say on that.
Don't come back over here and tell me that we are a team and you left me and your brother alone out in the woods by yourself without even saying nothing to us. Nothing. I don't want to hear none of that. But that's Leo point. Now, in a Michelangelo point, yes, Michelangelo has a great potential as an amount in a lot of things, but his main thing of all the type of racing is focus and concentration. That was his biggest downfall in the entire thing. Yes, Splinter, absolutely, we talked about this behind the scene, was like, yes, you have the most potential if you really focus. If you really, really just pay attention and focus, you will. And let's not forget in 2012, out of everybody else, Raphael was one of the few persons that actually put some licks and hands on the shredder when they was throwing hands at the end of the shredder. Like Mikey was doing emotes.
You talking about the movie?
Hey, Mikey was doing emotes.
Go Ninja,
Donatello had
Oh,
goals,
that movie.
knocked out the goddamn thing. Raph said, hey, I'm going to sign some King Von energy, some Black Air Force. Man, fuck these signs, run their hands, shredder. And he actually put hands on the shredder. Mikey didn't. You know what Mikey was doing? This was your guy. This was your guy. This was your guy.
Huh?
This was your guy. You know what Michelangelo was doing?
Oh, yeah.
Being in parties with pizzas, nigga. You know what he was doing? With Gecko Moria on skateboards, nigga. Yes. That's what your hero was doing. That's what your Michelangelo was doing.
Nah, Michelangelo was doing what every teenager was
do. Yes.
He was a teenager. We all was doing that.
He's not a regular teenager.
Why is he not? Because he got weapons? We all live that
He
life.
has a responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. He had responsibilities.
But he's
Responsibility
still a
to have
teenager,
fun.
too.
All of them are teenagers. All of them
He
are
was the
teenagers.
youngest.
All of them teenagers.
You got to give him
Baby.
grace.
I give him grace. With the same grace, he would be the one to go.
Hey, one more time.
Look.
Hey, you're right. But at the end of the day, we all ended up off that roof.
and
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And I always say these are great cases because I can always see why some people say that and some people say
that.
But we did this already as a video, and the people that were actually saying Donatello to me was wild.
Yeah, Donatello was wild when they said that. Absolutely, that's a big smack in the face.
On our comments.
Surprised people say Donatello.
Yeah.
Though.
Because they don't know Donnie like we do.
Yeah.
Facts.
There were
We
literally
need
people
him.
going.
We need Donnie.
There were literally people going. They can still get their technology without him. No, they can't.
They would never. They would never.
Made Ooze. He made the van.
The man created the retro mutagen.
Yeah.
What? Like that's game over right there.
What are we talking about here? What?
Donnie's OP in the tech field. That's all I gotta say. There would be no Turtlemobile without him.
Mm-hmm.
Go say who
was
saying
riding dirty.
Those are our comments on
right? He's riding dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It was riding dirty for real.
What license plate? Oh, I got one.
Yeah, right.
That man just taking scraps and just making all
put this in New York. He's like, what was his? On 34th and 5th? Yes, I'll copy that one today.
What's his name? The turtle robot? I forgot.
No, I said turtle vans, turtle bliss.
Oh, yeah.
He made a turtle mech.
Yeah.
Donnie actually went into that body one time, into that mech body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His consciousness went in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. He was standing on business about wanting to use that mech. Like he made that, and he's like, "This is the greatest thing I ever built. We need to start using this."
And
they're like, "Nah, I don't know." And we like, "Nah, we gonna use this mech."
And Donnie made a submarine. Stop playing, bro.
Yeah, I used to have that toy too.
Stop playing.
Anything they needed, it was created. Anything, like literally.
What was the reason for picking Donnie though?
Like not all of his inventions, of course, were winners. Because in the '80s, I remember he made like this turtle. It was like a cannon or a slingshot or something. That shit did not work at all. But you know, they did all be winners.
I think the reason people probably didn't pick him because he's not the best fighter.
He's a nerd and he's the weakest fighter of the four.
Just because you're the weakest does not mean you're like weak to everybody else in the world, though. So it's like
that's what I'm saying. That's like saying you got the four greatest fighters. Somebody has to come in last place. But the fourth greatest fighter is still a better fighter than y'all.
Mm-hmm.
See, but Donnie made up for his lack in that manner and used his tech
and smarts.
That's what I said. That's why he gave him that stick, because he had to be creative with the way he fought.
Yeah,
and he was creative. He was making rockets and stuff. Ain't no other turtle doing that. None of them were making rockets, making cars. None of that. So I also understand how people say Donnie.
That's why I said in the comments, because I was like, people saying Donnie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can easily try to make your
tank.
Number 3.
That's a fact.
Saying Donnie is wild. That's people that don't know turtles. But that's okay, because like I said, I want to give Coco some shine, because let's talk about little Powerpuff Girls.
One has to go. Let's see who has to go.
Wait, what?
One has to go.
You know what? Yeah, let's lead with that.
One has to go.
Let's lead with that. Okay, we'll get straight there.
One has to go.
One has to go. Powerpuff Girls.
Let's go.
Bunny.
Nah. Bunny don't count.
Bunny is a powerful girl.
Nah.
She can go.
And she died as fast as she was born.
Yeah, and she went. And she went.
No, she already gone.
You can't say somebody has to go that's already gone.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's a fact.
Nice try though. That was a good trip. I give you that.
I thought you were saying the newer sister in the other
I'm
version.
gonna find a loophole.
Oh no, we don't claim that show at all.
Blossom, Bubbles, or Buttercup? Which one gotta go?
Out of the 3 Ds.
I can't choose.
Considering your camera's turned.
Because everybody has a specific role.
Well, I mean, if it was easy, this wouldn't be fun.
Specific role. Girl.
Because I say, okay. I'm trying to go. I'm going through the powers right now. See who has.
You know they are Blossom, Commander, and the leader.
Special power. That was a special
Shut
power.
Up. That's okay. Don't do that, because Buttercup is like Raph. Okay, she ain't going nowhere.
They are literally the same.
So I'm kind of stuck between Blossom and Bubbles.
Yeah, I pick one though.
Oh my god!
And the leader, Bubbles. She used the joy and the laughter. Buttercup, but she's the toughest fighter.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. She's my favorite She's my favorite. Say Bubbles.
Bubbles got to go.
She's my favorite though.
Oh wow, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
I was like this close to saying Blossom.
You just killed the theory.
Listen, this isn't easy for me. This isn't easy for me. Listen, I can't stand Blossom. I cannot stand Blossom, but I'm trying to be smart here. Listen. Bubbles is my favorite, but I'm just going by because listen, you need a leader.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm just trying to be smart here. Okay, you need a leader. Blossom definitely has that leadership quality. Yes, she's stuck up at times, and yes, she's Blossom.
But first out, I'm crying. The comments are crazy. Eevee, you wild.
No. Okay. You need a leader, and Blossom is a great leader, and with her powers and stuff, she saved the girls so many times. I don't want to say Buttercup because Buttercup, you need somebody who's heavy-handed as well, because she's able and she's willing to do the dirty jobs that nobody else can do. Listen, it's true. Now Bubbles, okay, Bubbles, I know Bubbles is a savage. I've seen all the episodes. She's a savage. I know what she can do with her potential. But she's kind of like Mikey. Like she's kind of like Mikey in a way. I'm saying she is.
Oh, Bubbles pop right there. Bubbles pop right there looking at you.
It's okay, but just the fact that I have a Buttercup and a Bubbles pop, but not a Blossom.
But you didn't pick Blossom
because she's a leader and she's great at making decisions. A split, like they follow her and they go according to formations and stuff. She's the one who comes up with these formations and they be working. And she saved the girls. She saved the girls out of like so many tight situations. Even when that fireball was coming. And she made the whole thing to ice and then blew it up.
She has ice power.
I remember that.
Yeah,
only one with ice power.
Yeah, she's only one. She's only one. I mean,
but can't nobody do Buttercup do?
That's Buttercup's special power. I know, but still, she's the brute, and she's one of the heavy hands. Nobody can go hard like Buttercup. Buttercup didn't take a bath for a whole week just so she could fight. Nobody else wanted to do that.
So your pick is Bubbles.
As much as I hate it, it's gonna have to be Bubbles. As much as I hate it, because she's my favorite Powerpuff Girl for a reason.
Okay, and that's good. Final answer. I just got one word: hardcore. Anyway, Raikage.
Yeah, I remember. That's what I was thinking about when you chose that. I was like, ooh.
Lots of ass Bosh Bay. She could go.
Read that again.
We don't look past physical appearances. I'm talking like I'm going through the shows. I'm going by their experiences and stuff. Like you need
Bubbles
a leader.
went into that simulator and put it on 11 and finally
because
I know.
who? Because of who? Because of who?
Her sisters was teasing her and she told them she could be hardcore.
Not just either the Buttercup.
Yeah,
Buttercup was the main
one.
Buttercup was the main one. A bully ass.
Wow.
Speaking of which, who are you
Buttercup Broly.
I'm surprised you said that for.
I'm surprised I said that, but I'm just going by. I'm just trying to be logical here.
Yeah.
You need a leader. You need muscles, and Bubbles is definitely a great support to the team with what she can do.
Like I said, I was seeing a pattern.
Yep.
But
okay.
Raikage, who are you getting rid of?
Easy.
Hey.
Easy.
Drop a bomb.
Blossom.
That'll be the next choice.
And my reasoning is stupid, but it's simple, but it pisses me off though. When they made that song, la 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 la,
I just stealing my joke.
And when she spit that verse, I instantly hated her.
Puppy dog.
Everybody said the same thing.
I don't care about her accomplishments. I don't care about her special powers. When she spit that burst,
And it's funny. It's funny that he said that because I made a video about that.
Everybody's made a video about that.
Yeah,
even when you made that video, I was still pissed off. Like it
stupid
came
verse.
right back.
Because why? Why? She really listened to it,
and she was in there like she was cooking. Like
she played it back and said, "Yeah, this is it."
That's hot.
Puppy dogs.
I can't get over that.
Cats.
Swimming.
What? These are your ad libs?
Yeah, right.
It's like what they say in the studio. You that one rapper, you just gotta agree to everything that he said as hard.
Yes,
because you paying all your bills, so you just
because she's the leader.
Hey, that shit hard. Hey, yo, that shit hard. Cause nah, we should do that again. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, we making that a hood with this one.
He go back in and record. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, right. This your man's. That pissed. It made me mad again.
I'm looking past. I'm talking about power and experiences. I'm not talking about that one episode. You need a leader like Blossom.
Then nah.
But she. I know.
Swimming. I don't need that kind of energy in my life right now. Nah.
I'm not defending the song.
I know, but I'll never say no to Bubbles because we all seen what.
That's why Bubbles is my favorite.
I was saying I'm never gonna kick her off. Buttercup. She's Black Air Force and Timberland energy.
She actually wears Mary Jane's.
She wears boy shorts. I know it. I know she do. With the dick hole in it. I know she do. That's what kind of energy she gives off. And I'm with it.
Hallelujah.
Man, look. Without Bubbles, we don't get her thinking that she's Mojo Jojo for an episode.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mojo Jojo. Yeah, that episode.
That was an amazing episode.
She was bodying it though.
W. My intercession. You are. I am
the dog.
Because Mojo's the one who fixed her. He's like, shut up. And he gave her a concussion again. It fixed her.
And then she came to and whooped his ass.
Yeah.
I just love the way how they first established Mojo. Yo. And they immediately just turn around and just ran up on Mojo immediately. And it's just like, what pow? What pow? And that's, and this. Wait a minute. Mojo's right here. Then who is that? and he was like, oh.
Can we talk about how justified Mojo is in hating these girls and doing everything?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How you still get beat up in jail?
They stole
from his birth.
Away from him.
From his birth.
Yeah, from birth.
Professor already alienated this man.
Yeah.
And
Professor X, he's the real villain.
Yeah, because he
created all that.
He shouldn't have left Well, at the time he was JoJo, just plain JoJo. But he shouldn't have abandoned him like that and gave the girls so much attention. That's his firstborn. He can't do that.
And then remember the episode he picked the woman over the girls?
Yeah.
He fucking up.
He was lonely. He wants.
He's a bad dad.
That's what I'm saying. Look, the fact that he had to go in the lab and create girls because apparently he can't get laid.
Yeah,
he can't have his own girls.
They're super girls. If he try to clap cheeks inside the house, they gonna hear it. If he try to do it down the block, they gonna find him through the X-ray. They gonna, and after that, it's just like, dang, what you gonna do, Professor? Where are you?
No, man,
I'm in Canada. 5 seconds later, why you left home?
Yeah.
Remember when Professor went out on the date and they were getting it ready, and Buttercup clearly slid condoms into his pocket.
Yeah. Yo, can we talk about how adult these cartoons were and we didn't realize it?
Yeah, everything you seen was the hair, the top, but you didn't see what she put. She just said, and some of these.
I don't need you making a sister or a brother.
Yeah.
Those are breath mints.
Nah.
Yeah.
They literally had the friend come over that one episode, and he was like, "Yeah, this is our dad. He made us in the lab by accident." She said, "That's okay, Professor. I was an accident too."
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was funny. That was a good one.
That went right over our head.
Yeah, as a kid, we just.
Yeah, we didn't even think twice about it.
No, and I think that's missing in cartoons these days. It's like that cartoons used to be something for everybody, But now they feel like now cartoons either have to be for 5-year-olds or for adults. Nothing in between anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. Man.
So he's getting rid of Blossom for a song alone.
Yeah, straight hate. I've never instantly hated someone as quick as I did when she started spitting like that.
Yeah, she pissed all of us off with that song, for real.
Everybody, because it's a banger of a song, and then
I
said that even as a kid, it's like, what is she doing?
Yeah, just play the guitar. That's it.
Why you do that? Why you do that?
Yeah, right.
I will say this: so for as a main event, I guess since we usually are primarily an anime podcast, I think we need to talk at least a little bit of anime. And both of their favorite animes, according to Raikage, is One Piece.
Yes.
Where's my other background?
I mean, the man literally does have his chopper hat on. Is that your favorite straw hat?
Huh?
Is that your favorite straw hat?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it says straw hat.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I mean, Luffy's my boy.
As cliched as it is,
but he's not my favorite character in One Piece.
Yeah.
But as far as Straw Hat, and he didn't become my favorite until Wano.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
actually working.
It's only because he fought Kaido on one.
No, it's not that. It's just it was that one scene when he was about to fight Kaido and Big Mama.
I walked past them.
He just walked past them.
It was the interest. You know,
I was like,
hey, can we talk about that Luffy can aura farm as well?
Aura farming.
A lot of people don't really say that because everybody be saying like Piccolo, solo leveling main character, Sunjin, a lot of them. Yeah, they be saying a lot of them, but people kind of forgot that Luffy did aura farm a lot since Orlong. Since Orlong part.
Since Orlong, yeah.
Since Orlong. Because the interest, when they had to bust through the door, especially for Nami, now the aura.
Oh, when he was just standing there like,
he's doing this.
You know where he got it from.
He doesn't even know why he's doing
You know where he got it from. He got it. You know where he got it from since a kid.
All he needs to know.
I know.
He knows nothing about what's going on.
And he purposely did that. Because he did not want to know. Because he was like, I want to hear from her, not from y'all.
Like, I don't even care what happened. They made her.
Miles.
That's
Big
all
Miles.
I care about. He fucking know which one of y'all is Orlong. Like, you don't even know.
Right?
God. What's good, Miles? Yeah! Miles in the house. What they do, baby?
But yeah, Big Mom and Kaido, they just look at them like, yeah, look, it's this kid again. You know what he's saying, right? You know, yeah, just say it again.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it to my face.
But it was just like, and it wasn't just like, I don't think it was like the dollar. I think it was just like the way how they animated it. Because you know they made interest for everybody when they started going up for talk with Kid, Law, all of them. Because each and every last person had an interest, especially Zoro. But when Law was like, "Where's Luffy?" Boom, wow, and it's just the interest, and just have the hat just puts it on the web on the capes, and then the best part was after he walks behind and he walks up the Kibo. But before we saw that part, it was the fact of let's win, Luffy. Damn. Because not only that, they had the best. I said this before. They had a TMNT intro. The ancestor of fucking Wano. I forgot his name. Wano students, Oda students. I forgot his name.
Oh, the retainers. The retainers?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. Yeah. You know, because when they first walked in, because they was about to be like, Luffy was like, we need to stop this right now. He said, no. We're not the one that's supposed to start it off. They supposed to. Man, you saw Kimo and them came in with 2 swords, put a Raphael move that move. And you just see this a legit TMNT moment of running in. Like when I say the definition of pull up, and then all you see is them jump off with the big guy and just dudes. I said, yup. That's like now we fight because the war just started.
They came here for one reason only.
It's because this whole thing is like, look, we here to help, but this is they fight. You know, we go with after we move when they move.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta love it. It's good to see y'all though. Shout out Cocoakage.
At least you're not Jay Smack who tried to poison people, I guess.
Yeah, I never forgave him, and I never will.
Her and George still got beat.
Damn.
You see in the comments?
So what would you guys say is your favorite arc in One Piece?
You go ahead. You got it.
No, I don't got it.
You don't know which one you like? I mean,
because we got a lot of emotional parts.
Yeah.
One moment, just overall. Like,
Marine-
there's no wrong answers because it's
No,
your
it's not.
personal favorite.
There's
This is
Marine
just
Ford.
There's no wrong answer each scene for me.
Because Marine Ford was such a turning point.
Mm-hmm.
It was the pinnacle.
Yeah, it was such a turning point in the whole series for everybody.
And then so much happened. And you got to see everybody kind of all in one spot.
Yeah.
And then fuck Ace. I'm gonna put that out there.
Christina is not gonna like that.
Damn.
Listen,
I said it.
Okay, listen. I don't agree, but I understand.
Cause no, let's talk about it.
I don't agree, but I understand.
Listen.
Because he couldn't take a yo daddy joke.
He had all the main pirates coming to save him. They saved him.
And he had one job.
He said,
he had one job.
Your daddy ain't shit, and turned around. Turned around. And then everything that everybody did, all the sacrifices, everything,
threw it out the window.
Threw out the window because he couldn't
take a yo daddy joke. Yeah, but he knew where to get him though.
He hit him right. Everything happened to save this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Got saved. Swiss cheese.
Why would you say that?
That's what happened. Pissed me off.
Is that really his fault though?
Yeah, it is his fault. It is.
Who reached back for the paper that got him the hole?
Huh?
Who reached for the paper that got him that hole? I'm just saying.
It was his fault. I don't care.
However, had he never stopped and they just kept running, the situation where the Fever card never happened.
His only job was to get on that boat.
That was his only.
But he also said that I'm not coochie.
I will say this.
Hey, he coochie now. He coochie now.
Nah, he a donut now.
Coochie in his stomach.
I will say this.
He a donut.
In the word of Shanks, and if you are a pirate, and if you especially in one of the most loyal crew in the entire world, because we know how loyal Ace was with Whitebeard, because he treated him like an actual father, unlike other people. Because he legit looked at him as a father figure,
like his actual father. Say it.
I mean, to be real, because the main reason why he didn't like Gold D. Roger, and even though he didn't have metal, is because his name was attached to him, and then it was just like everybody talked mad and trash about him without even knowing.
But had Roger actually raised him, he thought differently.
Exactly, right? But everybody would just kept doing that and just saying. And then when he looked at Whitebeard, it was a different story. So when Shanks popped up, and what's crazy is the world several times. But you know what was crazy though? When Shanks did popped up, people were saying how he was feeling in that arc. If you failed to realize that there were town folks who really was like there were legit town folks in there was like he could have made it what happened and stuff. He could, like there was a legit line in there of them like he could have survived. But when Shanks popped up, he was like, I will be honest with you, he was a real pirate until he fall into the end. Because to be honest with you, if you're one of the most loyal people, and if you know somebody that you love the most, and we even say the dad jokes was little. Nah, nigga, those was like attacking words. Like, so you a pussy. Hey, so he was basically like stick meter. So if you had a stick meter, right, on you, like that, it's a different feeling, because even Granddad had to pull a stick meter. Was like, hey, you gonna get hit. So that's how I looked at that moment when it was like he was stick meaner to hell. What's good? So you think you just finna get out and say what happened, pussy boy? I thought you was a real player. Yeah, like that's how I looked at that moment. So, but also, I understand where you're coming from.
Look where his dad is, though. Look where his dad is now.
Yeah, get him. Absolutely.
Whitebeard died anyway.
You had a lot of sacrificial of life, a lot of people to make sacrifices to give. It's like I understand, but as a pirate code, and if y'all real pirates in that specific world, if you are the leader, and if somebody's talking crazy about the leader and stuff, and that is like your right hand guy and stuff, that's like somebody talking crazy about if Zoro would have heard somebody talk crazy about Luffy, he's gonna go ham on
he ain't gonna leave. He gonna stop.
He's gonna stop and do something to you as well. So each pirate has a loyalty to the captain in some way. So that's kind of what that lesson was to me.
Yeah, but that lesson. So many people died, and Whitebeard died. And Whitebeard died. So
for Ace though.
Yeah, for Ace.
So get away, like you.
No, they went to save the goal at the end of the day was to save Ace and bring him back.
Everybody pulled up just for him.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
For everybody. People died. Important people died. I came for you, Jasiri. I came to save you, Jasiri. I'm coming for you. All you got to do is come on my boat and we can fix everything else. We can come back and fight these niggas together. Our goal is to save you, Jasiri. But no.
You talking all that stuff. We can spin the block and do it another time.
They put a hole through you. I'm spinning a block. They talking crazy and I'm spinning a block.
So now I lost Jasiri.
I'm not Captain America.
Yeah, right.
I want blood.
I lost my cousins. I lost my life.
And to be fair, at the same time, he was holding his own against him.
He was.
Ace was holding his own against Hokage. He was not giving his ass whooped.
He was working.
No, he was holding his own.
Fire and lava.
They were the same fruit. One was lava, one was fire, and he actually did for damage because one was harder than the other. But it still wasn't like, yo,
he
beat my ass crazy. No, they were equal round. It was the fact of like when the paper went away, Luffy was like, nah, this is important scripture to him. And then when that man said, oh, I know.
That's why
I already knew what time it was because you saw what the paper was doing even before.
Exactly.
It was already said, well, this is about to happen.
Exactly. So it was kind of more of like a future. Oh my God, you're cooking right now. It was more like an observation, future reading.
Because it was already faded.
It was like, it was fate. It was fate. My God, it was fate. It was fate that was going to happen. Like, it was bound. It was supposed to happen like that anyways. But even though it was, well, because if you look at it was. I mean, it was meant to be fate because the paper kept constantly burning in that specific type of moment. So, which means the paper, he was going to, it knew it was going to happen right then and there because of Luffy went after the paper.
Yeah.
I feel like if Luffy never went after the paper probably would have been a different outcome because he did jump in front of him just to protect Luffy, so he won't get away. So it's like I hear you, but you can't forget the part of Luffy went after the paper. If Luffy never went after the paper, clearly I feel like it would have been different a little bit more.
Now, could Ace have done something different when he was about to attack Luffy instead of jumping in front of him? Sometimes your body just moves. Like Neji, am I right, Jasiri?
We ain't gonna talk about Neji. We don't.
He left. Oh my God!
You're gonna stop this.
Why you tricking
my boy
him?
on stage? I don't understand why y'all always have to throw a straight at Neji. He didn't deserve that.
What are you talking about Neji right now?
This shit.
I mean, Bakugo, look, Neji
I like to apologize. That was not me 5 seconds ago. That was not me. I'm a changed human being after 4 seconds ago. I'm just here representing myself. You know, I'm reformed. Thank you for accepting me, guys.
And he's not right. Look, Neji did it. Bakugo did it. You feel me? And come on, Bakugo did it for Midoriya. That says a lot. So
sometimes your body just
moved on its own. It just moves on its own. That it just does it.
You're not thinking logically.
You just going on there.
I'm a Hyuga ain't rising again.
Boys. They hold him.
Hyuga ain't rising again.
That's terrible.
They hold my boys.
Anyway,
we already know how Afrococoapuffs feels about Neji because she said the whole thing like literally on her page.
Well, I mean, okay. Everybody loves Neji. Everybody like he. I feel like because we're gonna start talking about Neji now.
Yeah,
Neji died for absolutely no reason.
Absolutely no reason.
Thank you.
Absolutely no reason. To me, his death is more like I don't feel like drawing this character anymore, so I'm just going to get rid of him. There's no reason and no link to why he died
at all.
Like
that was right.
It should have been 10-10.
We ain't gonna do 10-10 like that. He's a weapons specialist.
I don't disagree, but Listen. Listen.
It should have been nobody because he should have just did his 360 rotation. And
rotation, right? He had the rotation.
That's not how he was written. He was written to die.
I don't like how they written.
You got the best defense in the entire village.
Yeah, there was absolutely no logical reason why.
Yeah, it was. He had to die like his daddy did, protecting the main branch.
Because nothing significant, nothing significant happened afterward.
But he went out just like his daddy, protecting the main branch.
I swear, if y'all not catching this pun that he's throwing right now, it's crazy.
No, he's talking about the branch that went through him.
Oh my God.
I'm like, if y'all not catching this pun, he's throwing.
No, I got it.
That is crazy.
To ignore
that is crazy. Wow.
Anyway.
But, yeah, he did protect Hinata because that was his role.
His role wasn't to die. I know that he was supposed to protect the main branch. I know, but still, I don't like that joke.
I don't like that joke.
I don't like that joke at all.
Damn, that was
like
really nothing. That was a good way.
Whether he's alive or not, that did not change Hinata's position in the family. She still was. She didn't move up. She didn't move down. She was still the same. There's nothing significant happened after his death. So why did he die?
All he ever did was talk about destiny, and he had been growing up talking about destiny the whole time.
Because it was drilled into
Daddy
him.
Literally switched places with him so he could protect the main. So he died for the cause and for the village. And even though he had a fight with Naruto and was supposed to be like, oh, Mark's gone, I'm free, and I can make my own, he ended up doing the exact same thing his daddy did.
Because Neji was right. Neji was right the whole time. Everything was destined to happen. Look where Naruto was. Look who his daddy is. I don't care what nobody say. Even though he
is the son of the Hokage.
Took us a long time to understand that, but yep.
I mean, and when Neji was telling him he wasn't because that was his destiny, he didn't know who his daddy was.
Yeah.
And he did, he probably would have been like, oh yeah, you're destined to be Hokage.
Look, I'm just saying, if Byakugan is stronger than the Sharingan, I'm waiting on Neji to prove it. Oh, wait. Well, that was my biggest thing about the whole thing, too. That was my biggest thing.
We never got Byakugan versus Sharingan.
Exactly.
Just like we never got Rocky versus Neji. That was just stuff we didn't get.
When I tell you I was a Byakugan stan when they said that.
Yeah.
I was a stan. I didn't care what Sasuke had in his arsenal, boy. I did not care. I said, at least it ain't stronger than a Byakugan. Then I heard a Sharingan. Renegon. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right, but this Byakugan, though, right?
So after you died, though.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm over here like, all right, what's up, Byakugan? Well, I know we got another mode. You feel me? We really don't get another mode of Byakugan.
To be fair, they always said it was stronger than a Sharingan, not a Renegon.
But I just feel like when it gets to the point of when we talk about Byakugans and stuff, it was supposed to get to the next stage and stuff because I feel like Byakugan could have had the potential. The only way we really had the next stage of Byakugan was in Boruto.
Well, first of all, Hemi is going to be the strongest ninja on the entire planet. Not Boruto, Hemi Wara is going to be strongest.
But I haven't read the manga yet, but I
don't gotta read the manga. I'm hating, and yes, she does.
She's going to be her.
She's got Kurama in her.
She's going to be her.
Yeah.
Facts.
But Mangekyo,
she's already awakened her Byakugan.
I know. Trust me. I know. Mangekyo exists too. And I know it's just one of those things that was just like, bro, Byakugan, we supposed to be cooking. You feel me? We supposed to have, give us some more. Give us another level in around the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden time. We didn't really get
for Byakugan.
Word to the bids.
Because we had a Byakugan, but they had Mangekyo.
Yeah, I would like to see an advanced level of the Byakugan.
Yeah.
Hemi.
Hey, you never know. They might give us that. They gave us dinosaurs.
I know, right?
And they're canon.
Again, for no reason. They just be doing stuff.
And they're canon. That's the thing. People just think, oh, those are filler episodes. No, those are straight from the novel.
Yeah.
That's entire arc is straight from the novel. I mean, they weren't like actual. Like you have to read the story to see how they were there, but still, dinosaurs.
It's still dinosaurs, bro. Velociraptors.
Like there was a whole reason behind it and the origin, but still, there were still dinosaurs. And
yes.
Yeah.
You know, it was the whole Sasuke thing. It's like really one of the very few things that Sasuke did where he kind of halfway showed that he cared about his wife.
Yeah.
Was it halfway?
It was halfway.
Was it halfway?
This is he came with a note.
And the tissue she used. That's how the Sadara came.
Mm-hmm.
But look, I've always said that he don't love that girl. He only married her because she knew she was in love with him. And from day one, he said he was going to restore his clan. The only way you can do that when you're the last one is to have kids.
That's literally it. And he knew she was the one who actually wanted him. So that's his fastest chance to get somebody. Because her clan offers nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Healing. He went in there.
Okay. First of all,
with the Uzumaki clan can heal.
Yeah, she learned healing. That's not something that was inherited by her clan. She had to learn that.
She was smart.
Yeah, like I said, healers is the Uzumaki clan, which which is why I explained that Naruto just jumped down and saved Might God when nobody else could after he unlocked all those gates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It took him to get to like almost every Jinchuriki was unlocked. Inside
like,
his body.
Like, come on now. Now you're a better healer than Sakura. So what do we even need anybody else for at this point?
Yeah.
Team at 99%. Team at 100%.
Hey, besides Naruto, you know, Sakura second place. So, hey.
And Naruto's also kind of a dick about it too. Like that man literally hit the battlefield with Tamari over there, the best wind user, talking about we need to use wind, but there's no other better wind users out there. Yes, there is.
Naruto came over like,
I mean,
you don't know what my other one is.
Going, oh yeah, by the way, Tamari, I'm a better wind user than you. Let's do this.
He ain't long though.
Nah, he's been waiting for this moment his whole life. It's
Yep.
like I'm gonna carry this whole war.
Yeah. I can do all that. I can do everything. Earth, wind,
fire.
Not heart, so we don't need Captain Planet around here.
Yo.
Nah, he was almost single-handedly just bodying that war for a while. When Naruto hit that battlefield, him and his shadow clones was just hitting every area and just like y'all can sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Then he said, "I'm gonna go touch everybody and give them some of my chakra."
Yeah, that was so dope. That was
He
so
did that
dope. I'm
too.
sorry. When he had enough chakra to distribute to all his friends that were down or running out of chakra, that was a boss move.
Yeah.
And then held he not his hand. People just forget that part after that.
So,
He said, "Come here, baby."
He didn't forget. He goes my head like, hey,
he was doing so well until the president of the Black Air Force Agency popped up.
Yep.
I mean,
hey.
Okay, but we're not gonna. I know as much as I don't like her, as much as we don't like her.
Ooh.
I'm talking about Sakura.
Oh.
We ain't gonna forget that she was the one who was pumping Naruto's heart.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Keep him going.
I
She
forgot.
got distracted.
Yeah.
She like, look,
He was-
I've always fought the allegations of her being useless.
No,
but
she's not. She's
at
not
all.
useless.
She's annoying. She's not useless.
She
She's
has a
got some
purpose.
personality traits that needs to be adjusted, but
Yeah.
she's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did play a major role as well, and she's one that literally kept him alive, kept his heart pumping. We wouldn't have no Naruto if it wasn't for her.
He
But
would
she
have lived.
still,
He would have lived.
but she still got some. And no, he probably really would have because after that, the whole 6-pass thing happened.
Yeah. He would have lived.
They know the plot armor. I'm talking about she had to physically pump his heart.
I remember he would have lived. It all would have came around even when she wasn't there.
Sakura has psychological issues. That's only her problem. Because, I mean, there's literally a whole dude that's tried to kill you twice. And then when the war is over, was like,
I can fix him.
That's
the definition of.
Not only have I tried to kill you twice, but now I'm going to kill all the Hokages and take over the world. And she goes, no, don't do that. Let's be together instead. I love you, Sasuke. Don't go kill the Kage.
Hey, Kakashi didn't make it better though. Why Kakashi trying to be the wingman in that situation?
Well, I mean, he's trying to stop Sasuke from killing the Kage. And he literally looked at that man like, what you're asking me to do, Kakashi, is be a part of a romance that I ain't trying to be a part of, bro.
No, can we talk about how when he left, he went rogue and everything, and they came back talking about he wants to be the Hokage.
Oh yeah. He had a whole change of heart.
I looked at my screen. Like, I know he didn't just say that.
Yeah, right. After all the stuff he did.
Everything he did.
His version of Hokage is different from Naruto's version.
No, yeah, I know. But
His
the fact that he
I
came
want
out
to
his
be
mouth,
fear and make y'all come together
Yeah.
and try to take me down. That's me being a Hokage.
pretty much.
He want to be a dictator.
Yeah.
That's the word
It
he's
was
looking for.
Hokage.
He used Hokage, but he meant dictator.
Yeah.
No,
that pissed me off.
We need to talk about Kakashi, the man with 1,000 jutsus.
Don't.
And we only saw 10.
Don't.
Kakashi, the guy that
Kakashi
took the Wonderville. Kakashi,
Well,
the one that took everybody's hoe out their village. Kakashi.
Okay, you not talk about Mr. Worldwide like that.
I ain't gonna hold you though. They glazed
It don't matter.
Kakashi
He
so
already made his
bad.
name. Everybody knows. It don't matter what we saw. It's about what the villagers saw. The villagers know. They know him. They
knew
know
he
what
was
he
a
did.
thief. That's what they knew he was. They spent years learning.
He said, "Oh, that looks nice."
Like
What?
that.
Oh
Well,
shit!
that sounds like a hater to me. Because how you mad? Because I learned your jutsu faster than you.
That wasn't even his power. Somebody gave him that.
He had
It was just a regular Sharingan at the time. Literally.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
the point.
People gotta fail to realize
But
that.
that's why he's the copy ninja.
Yeah,
listen, that's why it was meant to copy.
He
It was
said,
meant to copy.
"Got it."
Yeah, right. He had a
Man,
notebook in his eye. He was
That was the literally guy in front of this man and just started going.
right. You know how mad I would have been if I was doing my jutsu and somebody just gets in front of me and starts doing the same thing. I'm like,
Doing it faster.
no way.
It only took me 10 years to learn this. Kakashi in the background.
Copy that.
Yeah, right. With his eye out.
The only time he couldn't copy somebody is when Itachi pulled up, and that was different.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
that's when the
Oh,
real
That man
Sharingan
tried to,
was
that man, in a word of rap so petty, he tried to go band for band with Itachi in Genjutsu War.
But I mean,
He tried to go band for band with him.
at least
No,
Kakashi
how you gonna compete with somebody who got Sharingan in both eyes?
has
Yeah.
a Sharingan, and he can somewhat feel like he's qualified to at least try. Kurana tried to put Itachi in a Genjutsu.
Yeah.
It says turkey bacon
Kurana.
That girl put
and
that
beef
girl put
bacon.
a popped out with the two knife, and then all of a sudden she hit the tree like.
Kurana tried to
Like a scarecrow.
Right? Hey, looking stupid.
Like what? She was really was like, I got you. Then all of a sudden,
You're trying to put a Genjutsu on an Uchiha. What did you think was gonna happen?
Kakashi was like, hey,
No,
you want to go?
Kakashi-
Man, what's up? I got something.
Said, "Oh, my bad. I didn't."
Well, at this point, Kakashi was 1/16 Uchiha.
116. 116 Cherokee.
A good big baby Brandon.
What's up, bro? Nah, just imagine trying to be like, bro, I'm finna go a Genjutsu war with the person whose Sharingan is activated 24/7.
Yeah, that part.
And it was crazy is you know who he is because you've been in the same
I
group
know,
together.
but that's why
You
I
know
know.
who he
But that's
is.
why I said at least he had an Uchiha eye. I don't know what Kurana thought she was going to accomplish.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought she had a Sharingan too. When her eyes were red, Tyree looked. I said, "Oh no, those eyes are regular. You're a phony."
No, she had contacts in. That's what she had.
Okay, just now when you said that his Sharingan is activated 24 hours, it made me think of, you remember when the Koski first got introduced and they had those Zoom meetings, right?
Mm-hmm. And all you see is
Zoom
yeah.
meetings.
They had the Zoom meetings. Everybody else had their eyes, you can see their eyes in the screen or whatever. And when you saw Itachi's, you saw both his eyes. There's absolutely no reason that Itachi needs to have his Sharingans activated.
Yeah, he did. He's like white people with blue eyes. You know, white people with blue eyes, you always gotta be like, you see it?
There was no
him.
reason. Because at least Pain, he couldn't help it. That's just how his eyes are. But Itachi, he could turn his on and off if he wanted to.
I mean,
There's
to
no
be
reason
fair,
for him to have his activated.
He was like, oh, y'all see him? That's what he went. He was stunting on him. He was oral farming.
And then even Pain looked over at him like,
And
bro.
you know you can turn them off because when Sasuke took his eyes, it's like he didn't do it. So,
but to be fair though, if you are Itachi, you have to watch your back 24/7 because Orochimaru pulled up.
Yeah.
He tried. He tried.
He
tried him real good because he saw his eyes was like, oh, your eyes look good.
Yeah.
I would've thought that.
Yeah, that's how he was looking at him too.
Imagine being Itachi, you hear a person say, your eyes look good, bro. You gonna be the same way, like.
Well, first of all, we all know Orochimaru has done a lot of evil stuff for Naruto to just be letting this man just run around.
PDF file. Huh?
You know, I'm gonna do a video on that.
Like Naruto just left that man. I don't care that Yamato is following him everywhere, that they got a spy on him. You're still just letting him roam free.
This man killed a Hokage.
Yep.
He killed a Hokage.
He killed his
Did forbidden jutsus, brought back other Hokages.
Brought back older Hokages to beat this Hokage. Like that's you messing with the dead now.
He's single-handedly responsible for everything Sasuke.
Yeah.
And a PDF file.
That part.
He still technically was one of the legendary signees.
Yeah, I mean, I get that
because you looked at each crew member, each team member of Naruto went with the legendary sign.
He still murdered.
So he had to, no, absolutely no. I'm not defending him on that at all. I'm just saying each one had a role that they had to play in, and each one went on a different route. As Sakura went with the healer one with if healer don't work, run them hands. Naruto with the perfect sage. Hey, I know your father, and he gave me this jutsu. I could teach you. Sasuke was, I see Naruto getting stronger. I just need more power. And Orochimaru's like, I could give that to you, but there's a cost.
Look, one time on a mission where Sasuke could not save somebody, but Naruto saved him. And as soon as after that, he just walked Naruto, step outside. We need to run them hands.
What? Because when you think about after the exam of them exchanging, because the whole point was them fighting Orochimaru with the little snake thing and stuff, and the Naruto Jinchuriki more activated.
Really getting mad.
Man, when that happened, and he said, hit him with the snake, was like, "What's wrong with you? You scared? Scaredy cat?" I was like,
in the village, do whatever he wants. He has a whole medical building that he can just do whatever he wants to in the building, and he let him procreate.
He procreated and let the guy go to the school. It's like
with his son.
I just want us to all agree that. I just want us to all agree that Orochimaru put his mouth on a lot of kids.
He did.
He did. I don't understand. Why is he free? Why is he free?
I understand.
Like I said, we gonna put a spy on him to make sure he ain't doing nothing too crazy. Forget the spy; he should be locked up with his hands tied. All because you know how Naruto is. All because he finally decided to do the right thing in the war. And it's like, well, you helped us in the end.
I mean, he tried to fake his death for a long time. He didn't want to come back. He really tried to chill until there was like, oh, you think Orochimaru
another child?
Dumb as hell.
And it ain't even like Orochimaru's like, I've reformed. I'm a good guy now. This whole thing, maybe I'm helping people. No, he's still conducting experiments.
Yeah,
he is.
And Naruto gave him room to do that.
Yeah, that's what he
and probably the funding
dedicated to him being able to continue his practices.
He'd be having his own little ditty parties, and he was like, just do that over there. Don't bring.
You know what the thing is? He definitely became a mother afterwards.
Yeah, his pronouns definitely they them right now.
Yeah,
they them. That's a fact.
He's not one. He's not the other.
I ain't gonna lie, they child is fire though.
He
whipping ass.
Yeah, that's why I got his pop. But still,
no,
I do. I got his pop. But still, it's the fact that I don't like. Nobody said Shikamaru didn't sit Naruto down and be like, bro, think about it. You let me do run free in our village.
But I think they said that I think Orochimaru he's the stuff that he's doing, he's supplying stuff for the village too.
But he's still conducting experiments on the greater good, I guess.
Yeah,
like real government. We'll look the other way on this other stuff you're doing.
All right, so
he's in a high scale prison. I guess he's in like a
That man goes wherever he wants.
So basically, he's a drug dealer. Remix of the scientist guy from Bleach.
That's like the government. That's like the government letting another country or something do the terrible things they're doing in their country, because they're supplying something to us, we're gonna let them continue it.
Like Marie.
Is that what we do?
I mean,
that's what we do.
I mean,
it's the same thing. Think about it.
So what's the issue? so what's the issue?
Look here, if you watch Bleach, if you know, you know. He's the same way, and only difference is he didn't do it with kids, he did it with everybody.
Even Sasuke had to do like 4 months in prison. after the war was over. Like even Sasuke had to do some time.
I ain't gonna lie,
Orochimaru just put a spy on him.
I mean, he split, bro. I ain't gonna lie. After the war,
if you're Yamato, why do you want to spend the rest of your life having to follow this man around?
I don't know. Maybe he got tired of other bullshit. The man, hey, if you was Yamato and your first mission was protect Naruto, and on your first day you got to deal with a Jinchuriki who tells them to 5 or 6 tails, how would you feel? Jinchuriki or Orochimaru? I ain't gonna lie, Orochimaru kind of sounds a little bit more better to get my ass whooped by Jinchuriki.
Like, you on your first mission and Naruto
was it Jiraiya or Kakashi
subconsciously, but still happens.
Like, what?
And like he definitely used it.
It was
Jiraiya. Oh my god.
To be fair though, Yamato was an Anbu, so like what life did he really have? Like, he didn't
have a life.
He don't know what life is. So to him, following somebody around 24/7 is life.
Yeah, what's the turn? Yeah, the chat. Yeah, what it do?
I'm crying.
Oh gosh.
Kitty party. So that's what honestly. Like, we gotta sit down and I know Shikamaru had to, because he's the voice of reason. Okay, so he had to have sat Naruto down and like, bro, is this really what you want? You really want this dude to stay in our village and continue to conduct experiments and to let his child? I know that there's nothing wrong with him right now, but let his child, Orochimaru's child, go to the same school that your son is going to.
But you got to think
but the child didn't have anything to do with it.
No.
You can't hold that against
the child. I was like, you can't blame someone on the child who didn't want to be in it.
Do it.
It ain't his fault.
Yeah,
it's just like every other children. I ain't asked to be here, Dad.
Yo, he did it. Naruto said so. He helped.
Like shit. Like, Dad, what you was? Hey, Dad, what, man? Hey,
Naruto really was like, hey,
here, bro.
You know what? He did.
That's like Ace walking around. Hey, you know who your dad? Yeah, you know who your father is, right? Yeah, I know who my dad is.
But they stay with the secrets. Like, they never let Naruto know who his daddy was. And then
that's the biggest. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that's wrong with that village.
I don't know why you say let that man. And then Mitsuki's going to that school and nobody knew who his daddy was. Until one day he just randomly was like,
bring your parent to school day or something like that.
Yeah, until finally one day they were like, "Oh, who's your dad?" Oh, by the way, yeah, it's Orochimaru.
It's Orochimaru.
What?
You know what? I'm glad we said this because I'm definitely gonna make a video of that because you just gotta think about it. Just imagine to have the greatest conversation in the world, and the person just throws that out of nowhere. Just like,
the Orochimaru.
Like, by the way, who's your parent? Oh, I never told y'all that. Oh, it's Orochimaru.
That's a meeting to the side. Be like, hey, yo, come here real quick. You still want to be friends with this guy? I mean, he cool and all, but.
No, because the worst part out of all of this was not only did Naruto made the decision not to tell anybody who Mitsuki's was a parent because who Mitsuki's parent is. That includes Konohamaru, who he's on your team, and you know his daddy.
Oh yeah, yep. Remember what he did to his daddy?
Yep.
So it's like. And Konohamaru, that's his student. When he found out, it was like, and they're like, well, we figured you take it the wrong way. I mean,
how else am I supposed to take it?
Yeah. He even made it clear. He's like, I'm not gonna take that out on a kid that had nothing to do with it. Yeah, there's some emotions in knowing this news, but he didn't do it.
You better catch his hands for your parent.
Oh my god. But the whole point of I'm gonna put this person whose daddy killed I'm gonna put him on your team, and I'm not even gonna tell you about it.
That's the disrespectful part right there.
Again, I say the village has that's the biggest problem with the hidden leaf. That's the biggest problem. They hide too many information in the dark, and that is one of the main reasons
somebody from the cloud really say that?
Hidden Cloud would never.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why we had no Akatsuki member.
Yeah. See that?
No Akatsuki member.
I mean, they were just gang affiliated.
Nah, they just knew what's up though. If one of y'all ever pulled up over here, y'all finna get jumped. Why y'all think they sent Sasuke over there out of all of the Akatsuki members? Yeah, they could have seen anybody. I mean, because the 8 still not a bitch. That's still the 8 tails.
I mean,
he ain't no bitch. He's just the second strongest to the 9 tails. So
I mean,
Killer Bee ain't no bitch.
Killer Bee waxed that entire team effortlessly.
What?
He wasn't even trying in the first half of that fight.
Like what?
Sasuke got folded.
Like bro,
and he put him on a hook.
Yeah, like
I tried to run up on Killer Bee. Killer Bee was just toying with Sasuke and them.
Right?
He didn't even go full mode. He even used the full Jinchuriki until that
whipping ass and writing rhymes.
Right? You know, mad if somebody start writing a hook as they beat my ass and start writing a hook.
Yep.
It's like, nah, now we really gotta fight.
How can you?
Yeah, you
How
can't.
can you?
You can't.
Sam, Uncle, he's still using his strongest Sharingan in his arsenal. It still wasn't working.
No, the man was literally
almost died.
His eyes were working overtime too. He's like,
yes,
this man got all these swords.
He's like, imagine trying to copy and read everything a person's doing, and it's like not 8 things coming at you at once.
Yep.
Like you trying. You see that they were working overtime too.
My man was legit trying to weave through all that. It just,
yep.
It was not working. It was not working.
And then they didn't even capture him at the end of the day.
No.
Yep.
He got away.
My man used a Matarasu, and then Juga had to pick him up and get up out of there. Like what?
But then apparently just even having part of them counted to be able to go into, which is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a tentacle.
Oh, the
Let's
tentacle,
go, guys.
I was like, all right. Okay.
No, we got a piece. Oh, that was the case. I could have done that with all the other Jinchurikis.
It's like, oh, wait, like you just go in there, cut off a big toe or something, and then get up out of there. It's like that's all it takes.
Oh no, that's all it takes. No, they ain't say that with Gara. Man, Datara and Sasori pull up, and that village was like, "Hey, we're gonna get the first cell with no work, effortless." That was crazy.
I don't know.
Gar
was spinning that for a while.
Hey, but to be fair though, it wasn't like when you look at all the, because to be fair, we all know the Jinchurikis are very powerful. Just because you're a one, doesn't mean you're weak.
I know. He was still the weakest compared to the other.
Yeah, no, but obviously he was still putting that work. But if you just look how Datara was just playing with him that entire time, like it wasn't like he was like he hit him and it got. You know what? It wasn't like a Rengoku.
Oh, wait.
You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like when a Rengoku was.
No, come here, sit down. Come here.
Don't let Joe get it.
We're about to dissect this. Don't scrape the wall. We're about to dissect this. What you mean by that?
Because you know how Gar was basically protecting his village, but the only difference is he really didn't get licks in like he should. At least when Goku was fighting with the Kaza, he was protecting and making sure that his attacks was affecting the person at the same time. They was legit just flying around up high, the entire village just dropping people.
And that's because when he's not, because that's because when Gara
was making the art.
Yeah.
When he's just regular Gara, he doesn't really do offensive moves. His whole thing is he's a defensive fighter. You're not gonna penetrate. You're not gonna get to me. And the only thing I'm really gonna do, just don't let me catch you slipping. Sand coughing.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, he don't really do offensive moves.
But that's the thing though. Datara was in the air the entire time.
He does do is gonna take you out.
But the thing is, the Datara was so smart. He stayed in the air that entire fight. There's no. Why would I touch the sand? Because that's your home. That's your home base, bro. I'm staying up here.
Yeah, but they came in there with a strategy. They knew how to defeat Gara.
Yep.
And that's why they sent Datara after him, because he's one of the only ones who can get him like that.
Like I always say, people can say what they want about Datara, but the 2 times he lost, they were literally to Naruto and Sasuke.
And to be fair, people kind of say this because Datara was actually powerful, but you faced a guy who countered everything.
I'm just saying. I'm saying his 2 L's are to the 2 strongest people in the series.
Right, but like I said, Sasuke was just like I said, it's legit his counter. Like his entire fight, you facing a guy who's your paper bombs are legit a size of a molecule, and a guy have a shotgun can see all of that.
Yeah,
all of that. And not only you are a rock user, he's a lightning user. Lightning counters rock.
Plus, Datara is gonna lose some fights on his terms, not on your terms. Oh, I'm about to get beat. No, I'm just gonna blow myself up.
Everything Datara
he was in the room like, yeah, okay, so he uses sand. All right.
We
calculate around the corner and run this back. All right.
He had a Zoom meeting before they sent Datara out.
That's what Payne was doing. He was like, he knew exactly who to send after that.
Well, that was the thing about those account members, because they always every pairing meant something, and they strategized who went on what mission.
Yeah, because they legitimately choose each Akatsuki member to go to that specific type of Jinchuriki who can counter them.
Like, of course, he's gonna send Datara there.
Smart. Okay, they didn't just run into fights and just send out people. They didn't just delegate people willy nilly. They were smart. You know who to match up with who.
And obviously Sasori for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The puppets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And to be fair though, they they tried to get a head start. They tried to get a head start in Naruto. Now Shippuden Naruto. When Itachi didn't pull it up, was like, "Hey yo, we need that," but they were just like, "Whoa, Jiraiya's here." That was
what they was expecting. That
we weren't expecting that because you gotta think about it. If you just walk in the village, not night during day, just with your hats, right? But you're wearing your clouds. Everybody know what that means.
Yeah.
They didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn. The only people that recognized it was just the top ninja ranks. Was just like, "Hey, they here in the corner. Turn around, they gone. Yeah, I know he. Let's go get him." Yeah, but when they walked in, they were wiping out. Itachi was fighting more than Kisame. Like he was chilling.
Kisame was just
like he was ready to throw hands with all of them. But Itachi was the one who was like, "Nah, I'm gonna need your strength a little bit. I can wipe them all out. We don't need to do all that. We only here for one thing, bro."
But at the end of the day, after Mike got was done with Kisame, that left the thing.
Oh yeah, and it was like he could have waxed him anytime he wanted.
Man, to the point where that stayed with Kisame forever.
Yeah.
When he tried to spit it back, like you, I know you know who I am. Remember me?
No.
Yep, nope.
Disrespectful. That's disrespectful, bro. No, I don't remember.
Wait, said Kakashi of the
Mr. Worldwide. That's right.
Like I love how he was really throwing his name out there. Like Kisame was really throwing like his background titles, and because you know every village they know who he was. Yep. My guy was just like,
I don't know, bro.
No, you cut. Like what? What we talking about here?
Don't show what kind of memory you left. It's like, man, look, if you really did something, I probably would have remembered you.
Right.
They knew him at the end of the series, though.
Yep.
They know this nigga now.
The only person to get recognized by the biggest hater.
Right. They know that nigga now.
The biggest hater.
Not just one meteor, but two.
Right.
Was it White Fang? White Wolf? White Fang? Which one was it? His dad.
Yeah, son of the White Fang.
White Fang. Yeah.
His White Fang was his name. Kakashi.
I'm so glad he got closure. I feel bad for him.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
What's
next?
Like, what's next?
We gonna get a whole rabbit hole with Naruto.
Yeah.
No, that's what we do. We always 11:30 room open. So I'm just gonna go ahead because we are nearing the end, and I just want to get to Coco here for a second because, like I said earlier, with her Neji conversation, you know, she did this thing. She did like 3 posts on there. Coco's unpopular opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to bring some of them up right now just to see if there's anything you guys would like to say.
What about
anything she would like to say. And some of these are some that you would hear most people say anyway. So, Afrococoapuffs said solo leveling bit off of Hunter x Hunter. Yes, I said that for you. But yeah, solo leveling bit off of Hunter x Hunter. You know, that's always one of the biggest.
I can see why, because when it came with the ants, but no, I think that's a reach. But keep going.
That's what I was referring to.
I think that's a reach.
Like the whole ant scene, like just the whole ant scene.
I think that's a reach.
Hunter.
I think that's a reach.
There's some people that I have to go back and read it, but there's some people that tried to go deeper and said that they actually bit off 100 more than that.
I tried. I understand why they try to say that, but I think that's a reach for sure, because if you try to compare a Chimera ant who legit birthed different types of species and ran into the White House and took over the kingdom with a blonde lady and died with a blonde lady versus a Chimera ant who legit had an army and actually was bodying niggas left and right and was not finna eat nobody and rebirth anybody like that, because that's not what happened over there.
They were trying to make out the mainland. If they made it to the mainland, that's exactly what would have happened.
It would have been the same story if it lived
right?
longer.
I feel like because that was the whole point, because the whole operation of that mission was to go over there to exterminate all the ants and stuff that was going on that island with the Chimera ants. But the main thing about that was, okay, they are basically the same species in Hunter x Hunter in solo leveling. And I get why they say that. But if you really pay attention to everything else, what they stand for and who really was the top dog and stuff like that, because if you look over there at Chimera ant side, Miriam was the top dog over there and was fighting everything. You look over there, the top dog was the queen, but she had to put all her energy to the other soldier, fucking Baru, and Baru was the top dog of the dog.
Her son.
Yeah, which was her son. Which was her son, though.
So it was like you looking at that, and Baru was not like, oh, I want to go over there and take over the kingdom or anything like that. Now Baru was just walking around with just like, hey, who's your king?
Yeah,
and I was gonna wipe you off. Meanwhile, you look at Miriam. Miriam was just like
top dog though. That's why.
Yeah, and you gotta remember he was just born too.
Yeah,
he didn't get the opportunity that Miriam got.
Exactly, and everybody that they deployed, he took them out, because he was searching out the strongest ones. Because he didn't go after the weak people, he went after the strong soldiers, and he took them out first. Because he wanted to be the top dog. That's why he kept asking, "Who's your king? Who's your king?" Because he was trying to.
Is this your king?
Yeah.
Is this your king?
But Miriam trying to figure out what's his name.
Yeah, Miriam.
Hey, you know my name? Hey, Boru would never, okay?
Stop it.
Never.
Stop it.
You know the first thing Miriam did? Killed his mother.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And his mother could have told his name right off the bat.
Yeah, you could have just waited. You could have waited 10 more seconds and got your name right then.
No, he couldn't.
Hey, ask me how Miriam died.
Like a bitch?
Hey! Hey!
I tell you what, it definitely wasn't in some epic fight.
No, what?
Hey, so did Burrow. So did Burrow, though.
Burrow
ran away.
Boru was bodying people left and right, and it took a person, the king of Aura, which we all know who was going to win.
Hey, but at the end of the day, Burrow was running.
Everybody
he reverted back.
Yeah.
He reverted back to an ant.
He went to all 6 legs,
He's
scampering away.
Just like an ant.
Before he's a wasp. Burrow is a wasp.
He wasn't a wasp.
No, he turned into an ant right after he got in that fight.
He's a flying ant.
He went running scared.
That's what he is, a wasp.
He's a flying fire ant.
He's a bug. And he died like a bug.
He did.
Look here. He died just like any and between the two of Boru and Miriam. One actually respected when he was defeated and was like, "Hey, you know what, my king? You're right. You want my
He did.
ass.
No, Boru. No.
Versus Miriam, I revived myself and even though I got poison inside of me and I have time, which is the biggest fucking stress in the entire Hunter x Hunter series. How you gonna revive somebody and then get poison?
That was a stretch.
You got revived. You got poison, and you got other parts of your other top crew members to keep you alive, and that still didn't work until you make it to the end because you were still on borrowed time to make it to the fucking end.
You see how he
That's
chose
an ego.
to spend it.
He chose to spend it with the blind girl who beats him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
How else was he supposed to spend it?
He was dying.
He was doing what he loved.
He was dying though.
I mean, I respect the character development, but I don't respect the dying of like a bitch.
I mean, you were just running around taking everybody out, and that is blind girl beats you in the game,
Like,
and all of a sudden you feeling different.
Yeah, like that.
First of all,
Wait a
he
minute.
didn't go out that way because he fought Netero. That's not a weak person.
That man was playing with Nero like it wasn't nothing, and me and you know that shit. Don't do that.
He was.
Don't do that. When he got hit the first time with 8 hands, smacked the first time, he said, "Oh, I understand it now."
Hey, took his leg first.
Immediately. My man was like this, like my man was like Jiraiya. That's how he was standing. That man had to look down at his own leg, like, wait a minute, you took my leg, and I had to purposely sew it. I don't know how, but he retacked his bones back together, and then again he said, "I'm gonna take the other leg. Now I'm gonna take your arm." Now I just am. He gave him a chance before. And he's like, "I'll let you live, bro. I still want to know my name. That's it."
Yeah.
And it was like, "Nah, bro, fuck you, poison." Like, nah, Boru would never.
Netero went out like a G.
He did.
Netero went out like a G.
I went out like a bitch.
Dude, OG fresh out.
How you gonna become a Black Air Force energy in the beginning and then went out to the end was like, I understand the human because I lost to a board game.
Yeah. Like you were vicious until you lost to a blind lady.
But Shoji is not like checkers. It's a mind game, and he enjoyed it because you had to really concentrate on defeating the other person, and she was like the best Shoji player. So it's like you found somebody who's actually
better than everybody else in the world
and caught emotional.
No, but he had all that power, but there was a human that kept beating him at something,
and caught emotional feelings
like they were trash. You said what?
And caught emotional feelings.
That man had gut feelings. He had a women intuition.
That's why
he had a women intuition.
Because he was never able to beat her. He had mad respect for her.
If you would have said he went out like a G, he should have fought Gon, and then I would have gave you that. But no, he did not went out like a fucking G.
You're the strongest. Fight Gon. That we didn't get.
And they hyped it. And that was the. They hyped that.
It's emotional.
No, Gon had his person. They had that fight planned out from the beginning. As soon as she took Kite,
right,
that was his person.
It got to the point where it was like, hey, yo, this man, it was equals to the team. Hey, yo, this man is right. Because if the main thing was Pito was supposed to be next to Miriam the entire time, but until they did the evasion and it hurt her, and they had to do the surgery. But if that never happened, Pito would be right next to Miriam. They would have been going scrapping and stuff. What makes you think Miriam will probably not interfere that entire fight? They would interfere that fight.
Thing with Pito. Oh man, you know, I kind of feeling really bad about
Kite.
Kite.
Gon would have died if he would have interfered in that fight.
The way how she emotionally damaged Gon, even though Gon was too quick, emotion attached too tight at that moment, it still turned into one of those. It was just like, bruh, you lied to his face.
I mean, they literally was worried. It was like, oh, I'm sure Kite's fine. Literally next scene,
rubbing his head, bro.
Justified crash out.
That's what I said. His man's head knowing he's already dead.
Oh God, right?
See, but this is it. If Gon would have fight Miriam, he wouldn't have had that same energy fighting Miriam. He would have died.
Because he would have died. He was fueled by rage.
Yeah. He would beyond his limits because of the rage he had for what she did. Absolutely. He wouldn't have had that same energy for Miriam. So I feel like that fight wasn't meant because he would have died.
Yeah. He didn't have the same reasoning.
I don't know.
The same reason to beat him.
I wouldn't say he would have died. I think it'd be one of those things that it was like, whoa, you are equal to the king.
I mean,
he wasn't though.
That's what Pito said.
But no, he said that's how he became. He became equal when he got to where he was.
He borrowed his power from the future.
Yeah. See, but he wouldn't have got that if he wouldn't have had that rage hate moment. He had.
Yeah. And I understand have his abilities. But then I understood that. But like I said, if Miriam was still around and I still would have had an interest still thing, Miriam would have been like, okay, cool, let me stop this. And yeah, you would have seen him with the scrap that's still in the same form of Gon because that mode didn't go away no time soon until you release all of the ability out. So it was still like he was on time, but you had a lot of time to spare. It's just when you use Pito, you just want to use all your move and that one big ass rock and then explode yourself.
Wait, no,
in that moment.
Gon's a whole villain anyway.
So I know, absolutely. But the main conversation is Baru would never. He went out like a G. All right.
Baru was 2 days old.
Yeah, he just got here. And first of all, after he died, he immediately cowered to Jinwoo.
Because when you die,
he called him a king and everything. He's like, yes, my king.
Yeah, he did.
Whatever you say, my king.
Hey, he went from running from this man, reverting back to an ant like his mother, crawling away, and then he's all right, you won.
Yeah, you got it. I'm here to serve you. My life is at your disposal, king.
Hey, he went out.
I thought you was the king.
I just didn't like him going out running away from him. I lost respect for who he was supposed to be.
He was an ant.
He turned back to an ant when he realized he wasn't on par with this guy. So instead of going out in a fight like he was supposed to and being like, yeah, I don't care, we're gonna scrap it until the end, he went running, and that's why I was like,
that's why
Sun Jin-woo pulled.
Yeah, it became solo level.
Sun Jin-woo pulled the definition of leveling up while you were fighting, because there's no ways that some of those like you know like Demon Slayer, you actually Tanjiro get hit in the jaw, but he still was fighting and got finished at 2 across. When it came to Sun Jin-woo literally said it out of his own mouth. I don't know how in the hell I got out of the situation, but when he was fighting him the entire time, and his soldiers was fighting the other ants, he was still leveling up the entire time while he was fighting them. So if you're killing the other ants behind you, leveling up from your soldiers while fighting him, you're going to surpass somebody who was absolutely was not on par with you until you start fucking leveling up in the middle of the fight. Like that's crazy. Because I still say this to this day when I saw the fight, he should not won that. Baru and Icarus was not the fight he should have won, especially when it came with Icarus. He should not have won with Icarus. Icarus dog walked this man. It wasn't a regular dog walk. I mean, if you fight somebody and you put the goddamn sword down, and he was like, "Hey, you know what? Fuck these daggers. I don't need these daggers. I'm gonna use my hand." And Icarus like, "Oh,
that's right." Icarus is like,
"You want to run that hands? I'll run their hands with you too." And not only that, he made you bounce 6 times and ricocheted you and came right back in. Nah, you should not have won that fight, bro.
Yeah. No, but he had a chance. He had a chance to catch his breath.
Nah, he should either way.
Didn't he time out and he had to do his penalty?
He came back and fight all the other soldiers that was around him.
Yeah, that was after.
That was after he fought the soldiers and stuff. That's where he got his break at. But when it came with Icarus, nah, bro. Ain't no breaks over here. Ain't no breaks over here. Come on, man. You saw a man sitting down on a chair like Elden Ring boss. Like,
yeah.
Hey, what's up, dog? You came to my sanctuary.
He did.
He sat down like an Elden Ring boss, bro. Do you know how hard it is to beat
Yeah.
those bosses? Stop playing, bro.
You know I play those games.
Come on now. You play Sekiro. And you know how some of those interest bosses be like, yo, what's up? What the hell you doing in my sanctuary? That's how Icarus was when he saw Sun Jinru. You came in my domain think you finna win against me. What the hell's wrong with you?
And did.
Barely. He should, but again, he should not have won that fight. He should not have won that fight. The only reason how he won it because he had that one telekinesis move that he forgot he had, and it just slipped up and got him. While Icarus was still fighting him with the hands, he was like, you know what, fuck the hands, I'm gonna put the dagger on you now. What?
No.
My man was still fighting you shivery, bro.
No, but
Hey, he cheated.
No,
it was
not cheating. It was not cheating. It was in his arsenal.
No, he said, all right, we're gonna fight with just hands. And then he got them hands. He said, oh no, I need a knife.
Dog,
that's what happened.
In the beginning, I have daggers. I'm running the daggers. Oh, I got this giant ass sword. What's up? Bang, it ain't working. You know what? I'm running the hands. Oh, you don't want to run. Oh, I'll run the hands with you too. You know what? My hands ain't working, bro. I'm just gonna pop something out of nowhere in my arsenal and kick your ass.
He said, hey, Tommy, get the gun. He said, get the gun.
That man was fighting with him and called him lacking. Called him lacking. Was like, you know what? I was like, you a bitch. You a bitch, bro. You know, he fought you with honor.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He fought you with honor, nigga. Nah, you cheated. Just like every other. That's why I told you, Sun Jinru is still. He's a Black Air Force energy nigga too. He cheated, bro. Sun Jinru definitely cheated that. He should have not won against Icarus, but
he's an indeed.
Yeah.
Everybody else love to say, "A win is a win."
A win is a win.
Whatever it is, what it is.
But I'm also
by
going
any
to say
means
this
necessary.
we also have some other stuff, and I see that you're wearing your Pikachu because you're in the Pokemon over there.
Yeah.
Why does Eevee need more evolutions?
What you mean? Why does Eevee need? Okay, first of all, let me sit up.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
One of her opinions was Eevee.
I love it.
You know, Eevee that's already got multiple evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
She feels like that ain't enough.
All you gotta do is give her like a fire emblem, fire, water, dark.
Yeah, no, she feels like
that's
it ain't enough.
You already got most of the other elements. Just keep it.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Hey, buy me that.
Nah, you're done.
No, buy me that.
Nah. You're done.
Hey.
What? Hey, why you even shorter that? No, I got to put it back.
No, I remember. I know. I ain't gonna forget that.
He was just showing y'all his wedding gift.
I'm never gonna forget it. Huh?
He was just showing y'all his wedding gift to you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, I don't want that.
I do.
It's the silent face of light, not changing his face. He just kept it like. Oh.
No, because she said she was gonna sit up. So Eevee Evolutions.
Yeah, because if you have all the you have a bunch of other elements, keep it going.
What's that gonna do for the story?
It's gonna do a lot for the story.
Something
You imagine rolling up to a battle with all the elements of Eevees with you. That's boss.
They all gonna lose.
No, they're not. You imagine a ghost Eevee?
Just get a Ditto and just call it a
Same
Ditto.
thing.
It's not the same thing. I want a ghost Eevee.
Hey, what's the next question?
I want a Rocky.
What's the next question?
Damn,
I'm tired of this.
Hey, no, I've been hearing about this Eevee thing for 4 years now. 5 years. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a Pokemon. We know exactly what it would be. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're done. See, bro, if y'all would have had a Pokemon, you would have nothing but Eevees in your house. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, you're done.
No, you're right. You are absolutely correct.
You're done. You're so done. It wasn't even just before. She legit had a farm of them behind her house, bro. You're done, bro. No matter what Pokemon you try to bring in that house, it's not coming in that house, bro. It's gonna
not
be
the fact that not only does she have it, but that it was
Ditto. You'll never
No, I don't want a Ditto.
You get a Ditto. You can be whatever Pokemon you want it to be.
It's gonna look a little crazy, but you still
crazy.
do it.
A lot of crazy, bro.
Put some glasses on them.
No.
And then it's an Eevee, and then you wake up, it just turns into
Eevee
a
with the Ditto face.
Yeah, you be mad.
That's an abomination. Absolutely not. So just
you can't pull, what's that gonna do for the story? Like there weren't Pokemon, they were made to fill out the roster. I mean, hey, he got you right there. I ain't gonna hold you. There were some Pokemon, so it's like, why the hell you were even here? The biggest one is that freaking female Pokemon guys was watering over.
Every Pokemon has a purpose.
Really?
Every Pokemon.
That's why we need a Rock Eevee. That's why we need a Ghost Eevee.
No, we don't need a Rock Eevee. We got Onyx. That's the Rock. Geodude. We got a Geodude. We got enough Earth Rock Pokemon. We don't need a Rock Eevee.
We have a lot. We have a lot of Earth and Leaf Pokemon, but we have a Leaf Eevee. What's the point of that?
That's enough.
No, it's not. If you could have that many, are there any other Pokemon that had this many evolutions?
No.
Okay, keep it going.
But why?
Because you already started it. Why would you stop?
Because we're tired of it.
No, we're not. Who's tired of it?
Everybody but you.
No, you don't speak for everybody.
I'm the Lorax. I speak
for you speak for the you don't speak for the gym leaders, okay? Everybody's not tired of Eevees.
You think you're gonna be a gym leader with all Eevees?
Yeah, there are literal gyms. Because on the Pokemon Go, right? There are literal gyms that people have only Eevees in. No other Pokemon.
And all those gyms are trash.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I'm gonna find those gyms and I'm gonna
Why
destroy
would you do
them.
that? Why would you
know I will.
You're such an evil person. Oh my gosh. You might as well be on Team Rocket if you didn't have the attitude.
Yeah. If I was, that's what I would be if I was a Pokemon.
What about a Cosmic Eevee? What about a Cosmic one?
Look.
That's tough.
Okay, that's kind of fire.
See, right?
Hold on, wait a minute. Now you gotta keep that same energy, though. You gotta keep that same energy. You have to keep that same energy. You have to keep that same
going.
Because you was like, no, but now you saw the Cosmic. You're like,
no, wait.
No,
that's fire.
No, backtrack.
That's fire. But
and what about light? What about light? Like
that's
fire. Look at that.
That's fire.
Shiny on.
You can't deny.
Look at him. Look at him. Y'all see this, right?
I'm just saying. There's a couple of them here. You know what I mean?
Hey, can you log Jasiri out?
No.
Hey, go ahead and log Jasiri out.
No. Let's cook. Let this man cook.
All right, okay. This is the ugly one right here. This is the ugly one.
Hey, you should live with that. You should live with that.
Drakion, the dragon Eevee. That I don't know what this ugly.
Drake.
This thing's from Staten Island. Clearly, it's from Staten Island.
Not a Staten Island stray.
Hey, I just want to. Just saying.
It's an OVO.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna have Eevee Evolutions, just keep it going.
Feel me?
I know he's really big in Pokemon. Are you really also big in the Pokemon cartoon anime as well?
He asked you, are you big into the
big in the anime Pokemon as well?
I haven't I'm not up to date with it. I'm not up to date with the Pokemon. I ain't gonna hold you with that. But when I was watching it, I was deep in it. What?
Generation 1 and 2.
Were you just a Gen 1?
Yeah.
Where you stop at? Generation 3?
I think so.
Yeah. That's what I said, just 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pokemon was.
My point stands. There needs to be more. There needs to be more Eevee Evolutions. That's all. That's nobody can change my mind on that. And there's so many people that agree. Like when I made that post, there's so many people that agreed that there needs to be more. Cause why not?
I got the comments right here.
No, because I would literally only have Eevees, and I would just keep leveling them up if they had all the different. Just level. Seriously.
Max them out. You gonna max?
I will max out all of my Eevees. Even in my Pokemon Go app, I have more Eevees than any other Pokemon.
Pokemon Go, Pogo.
Tell me why I can see the six just because she picked out Eevees. This man would just pull in the legendary Pokemons just to be
exactly. That's exactly what I would do.
I could just see it. She was like, "Fire Eevee, Mewtwo."
Yeah, right.
That's okay. I got plenty of revives. That's fine.
That man comes around like, what the hell we doing over here, bro? I'm tired of shit, bro. Bring all the legendaries. Bring them out. I don't care. Just because she's picking out this one.
They're right. Why she got so many Eevees? But you know what's crazy? We play Pokemon Go, right? She has more Eevees in her roster than she has any other Pokemon. We've been playing Pokemon Go for years.
I have a lot of.
It's been out for almost a decade.
Hell yeah.
And I
have a lot of Eevees, and like different levels.
She paid for more stock just so she can add more Eevees to her roster.
I don't care if the Eevee is level 23. I'm keeping you. If we're going down the street and I see Eevee at the stop sign, I'm grabbing it.
She don't send it back to Professor Oak or nothing.
Nope.
You're missing out.
They belong with me. I'll buy more storage. That's fine. But I'll keep getting Eevees.
But you'll never be great.
Yes, I will. Like I said, I'll buy more.
Be a Pokemon master.
I will buy more storage for the other Pokemon. But the point is, I'm still gonna collect all the Eevees.
But you missed out on a Charizard because the Eevee was next to it, and you chose the Eevee before you chose the Charizard.
That's an Eevee. I have like 3 Charizards.
Don't talk to me. What's the next question?
I know what that's.
What's the next follow-up?
Actually, that was our main event right there. We have actually come to the end.
All right, we're gone. We're gone. We're done.
I'm tired of this shit, Grandpa.
The last question that we always ask is, how are you guys feeling? Because I think it's safe to say that you guys stayed way longer than expected. So
that's what happens when you have a great conversation with the podcast. It's real. Push the button. God damn it.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's too late. The moment was gone. It's too late. He missed the cue.
The button jams sometimes, but it's okay.
It's not your fault. It's
not your fault. Stupid technology. But now, how are you guys feeling tonight? Because we've come to the end.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
I'm a little pissed off.
Why?
This Eevee thing.
You got to live with it.
I know. That's my life now.
It is.
But yeah, it was a great time. You guys are.
Yeah, this was a fun. Honestly, this is the best podcast we've been on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clip the chat. Clip that
chat.
Oh
shit!
I mean, no disrespect to the other podcasts.
Not all disrespect.
But
he said, "No, all disrespect."
All disrespect.
Y'all was fun.
They know what it is. They know what it is. We talk to a lot of them. They know what it is. We love them still. We love y'all. We had a side conversation about it. They know. It's competition. They know what's up. They feel the same way with us too, but it's all love at the end of the day.
The inner Raphael.
And it definitely is. And so before we definitely go forward, I think this is that time that we got to get into it real quick. This is a friendly reminder that we go to every week, that the podcast is real on YouTube is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And right now we do have a subscriber challenge from our very own sis herself, Summer Drew. She has told everybody for the 1,000 challenge that if we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of July, she is going to put on her Emma Frost cosplay and she is going to recreate the Emma Frost emote from Marvel Rivals, Jiggle and all. So guys, that is the 1,000 subscriber challenge. I need you to tell your friends. I need you to tell your enemies. I need you to tell your exes. I need you to tell the kids at school because they'll probably get on 1,000 computers and get a bunch of subscriptions. You know, when you continue sitting out wedding advice for your wedding, I need you to slide in them, telling them to subscribe to the podcast. Everything we need to get to 1,000 because we are less than 2 months at this point. So yes, that is the Summer Drew challenge for the podcast is real right now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But now, like I said, I definitely appreciate you guys coming out with us. And I'm going to go through each of you guys one by one real quick. I'm going to start with you, Queen. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Hi. But no, thanks. No, for real. Thanks, you guys, for having us on your podcast. We had a lot of fun, a lot of great conversation. Maybe sometime in the future we can do this again. While when we're married.
Yes, we're gonna have you back with y'all with the married something.
Yeah, this is gonna be our first and last podcast as fiancés. Next time is gonna be a little status update. But
gotta go change Facebooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we have a couples page. Feel free to follow our couples page, Cocoakage. Coco for me, Afrococoapuffs, Kage for Sixth Raikage 6. And yeah. Please tune in for our wedding next month. We're gonna be making announcements for that. And it will be live streamed. So, even if you can't make it in person, you can still make it.
Wow.
I was trying to get the hat.
Yeah, she hit me. She be hitting me in real life.
Babe, it was an accident.
And they saw it.
It was an accident.
No, I was gonna say, hey,
only it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that.
Hey, clip that.
Nobody saw it.
Nah, for real. Appreciate y'all for having us on here. Like I said, like she said, we had absolutely amazing time just nerding out with y'all. And this really was the best podcast we've been on. We've been on a lot. And it's the first time we actually I'm supposed to be at bed at 9:30 and it's 12 o'clock and I have to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. So for me to be on here having fun with y'all and just vibing, that means that just to show you how great y'all
that
was.
lets you know how good the conversation was.
Yeah. So we appreciate that.
Because he would have been leaning.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, y'all just keep going. Yeah, but it was a good time.
Sometimes we can tell when somebody's getting a little tired in here. But speaking of that, Jasiri, is there anything you want to say before you get out of here?
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah.
Boom. So you already know the vibes. It's Jasiri_GQ. We outside. You know the vibes. And we will be dropping a lot more content. You know what I mean?
Damn right. I'm about to drop one.
As for the couple next to me, we're going to drop their content because now that got to be dropped tomorrow.
Absolutely. You got to drop that. We had a little teaser on here, but you got to get the finished product out there.
Shoot. And if you haven't, make sure to go see that Dun movie. That shit is fire.
Hey, it was the first 3 episodes, wasn't it? Ain't that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah, we still haven't seen that one.
Like the first 3 episodes of season 2. Basically what the movie is.
That okay. Because I read the manga, I just haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. They did that shit. They did it.
In a movie.
Oh yeah, we got to we're in productions with this with our new film. It's gonna be about Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
that's the new film that we're working on with Psycho Image Films, and there's gonna be a lot of big name cosplayers in there, and it's gonna be crazy. I don't know if y'all saw we did a premiere at MomoCon and here in Charlotte for the last Black Adam film that we did that hasn't really been released yet, and it did crazy.
Yeah. A lot of great
feedback. That couple goes because that's the level we need to get on. We ain't no big movies right now. It's like that's the level. That is the goal. They are the standard. They are the bar.
So, yeah, this Kaiju number 8 thing is about to be crazy because we're over here making props and I got the 3D print over there making. It's gonna be
your
and
stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
okay.
Be good. You're gonna be good.
You're gonna be good.
Oh yeah, and also if you
I can't do much with his ankle.
Yeah. And watch out for June 19th. We got a small snippet that we just finished.
Speaking of Juneteenth, y'all put y'all snippet out on that day. We're actually, of course, that's a Thursday, so we'll be back right here after we've, put our fist in the air for most of the day. We're gonna come through here. We got an amazing guest coming through next week, of course. Within the coming days, y'all are gonna find out who that guest is. But first, sir, is there anything you
who
want
is it?
Out of here?
Ignore him. Go ahead.
I guess he'll answer that question off air. 2 things. He usually do the weakest was, but I will pop this off and do mine mad quick. One of my favorite the weakest was is Kiko Black is touring. So I cannot wait to see her come down in Tennessee. She's coming to Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited to see sis to perform. I can't wait to see Kiko. I can't wait to see her. So so when you come down here, you see my hands? W. Period.
And for the record, the reason I skipped the week that was this week because they originally said we only had them for so long. So things had to go.
No, you're fine. But yeah, I did it mad quick. I just did it quick just to get that one out because that was my weakest was. And I saw that I was like,
and honestly, other than that, besides that, other than like the BET Awards, it really was
absolutely. Shout out to Cosplay, the BET Awards. It was super fun. Salute to them. But again,
shout
so black. Hey, boo. Hey, you. Hey, I can't wait to see you, girl. It's gonna be. It's up. It's up. It's up. I always anime recommendation of the week. I have been watching and I've been rewatching a lot of animes and I have been kind of on with the animes and stuff. One of my anime recommendations it's not even an anime. I kind of went back. It was basically Samurai Jack. I went back to Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
So please, by all means, if y'all guys haven't seen the Samurai Jack and the newer versions and stuff like that, please take the time of your day to go with Samurai Jack because not only you're not really looking, if you look for a nice, well story and written writing, and if you need anything that comes to like a great action and telling the story at the same time, Samurai Jack is the equivalent of that type of story. The animation, the plot armor, the characters development, the backgrounds, everything is absolutely fire. So if you actually take the time of your day to go watch Samurai Jack from the beginning to the end, and we not even got too needy, they kind of went to the edge to the end of actually like showing Samurai Jack with blood and extra stuff. It was like, So Samurai Jack is one of my greatest recommendations. And the quote of the day of what my thing is, be happy. Absolutely. Y'all haven't seen a hat. Be happy, ladies and gentlemen. Because look here, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We had these past 3 weeks has been one of the craziest, hardest, stressful weeks I've ever been on my entire life this year. But at the same time, I had to learn to develop each steps in life. So I know a lot of us go through things, and I know a lot of us have things that hurts us. So if you're going through something, that's very hurting yourself mentally, because this is mental health month as well. If you're going through something that is very, very hard time physically as well, just to let you know you are not alone in this world. Just make sure that you are always happy, because once you are happy, you can be able to stay in a nice, positive, non-adulty anxiety moment. So please make sure you continue to smile, bomb in the Yu Yu Hakusho, and always just be happy. Okay, keep that mentality up. Keep like words of Tupac. Keep your head up, boy. Got to hey, come on up. Let's do it. And that's my day. That's my day. That's my last day. That's my vocal say. That's my vocal say. My vocal say.
Yes, definitely. Especially because we know this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So, definitely just want to let all the kings out there know that, yes, your feelings are valid.
Absolutely.
And if you are feeling down about anything, make sure you talk to somebody, because anybody that just tries to say, shut up and be a man is just trash.
Trust me, I get it, because that's one of the biggest things our family was working with, and that's something that we're trying to break as well, because that's just one of the things that we just have in our family as men, and we learned that is very unhealthy. So it's okay to
break
speak.
The generational curse, right?
Yeah, my feelings are valid.
Yes, they are, honey.
Yes.
You don't mean that shit.
You're a strong black man, and I love and I appreciate you and everything you do.
She gonna curse me out as soon as this camera go off.
Aww.
It's out of love.
I love.
All singing.
Right. This one was
definitely Men's Mental Awareness Month, Gay Pride Month. All of you guys, love everybody out here in the world. So that's gonna do it this week for the podcast is real, guys. Also, California, we're praying for you. Don't like what's going on out there. Make sure you guys know your research, stay up on top of your stuff, and know what your rights are. Again, next week is Juneteenth. We're going to be here, and we are going to make sure pretty soon that we're going to let you know who that guest is, because we're going to have a nice Juneteenth edition of the podcast. We're going to keep it very black up in here. I'm telling you right now.
Stop playing. Hey, ooh. We about to get so real in it, stop. Hey. Type shit.
Stop.
Type shit. I'm excited. I don't know who's gonna be here next week. I'm just excited.
Nah, but yeah.
Wow.
He purposely never wants me to tell him who the guests are. He wants to wait until I put out the promo videos that I do every week. That's what he wants.
Like, why y'all think when he said y'all name, I was like, what the fuck?
Because I don't tell him. I don't tell him. He doesn't want me to.
No, I like my natural reactions. I love my natural reactions. It's so,
I get that.
So fulfilling. I like that type of person that's just like, who's gonna walk through that door today? It's like a mafia-thon. Who's the celebrity walking through today?
Oh my god. We need a bottle.
Like I said, we will see you guys next week. And for our guest right now for Sixth Raikage, for Afrococoapuffs, again, the power couple goals. For the King of New York, Mr. Kasiri. For my co-host, my nephew, the singer himself, vocals. I am King Drell, and we will see you next week. And remember, Eevee might have a lot of evolutions, but the podcast, just like Bubbles, is real. I don't know why anybody would get rid of her. I'll see you next week, guys.